And we are live. Good evening, crypto warriors. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay. And we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community on Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific time.
You said Sundays?
Oh, yeah.
Today is a Friday.
And today is a Friday. That's the best part about this show. We are just introducing it. And again, we have no name. And again, we're just starting from scratch. But
we are starting from scratch. This is going to be a show. We're definitely going to be talking altcoins. Again, people want to hear more altcoin talk. So we will definitely talk altcoins in the show. We don't have a name yet, as you can see already. We don't have an official name. And I think right now we're going to do it bi-monthly, or was it twice a month?
I think bi-weekly. Twice a month is bi-weekly, so every other week.
This has been the conversation we've been having.
I'm telling you, it's bi-weekly.
Is it bi-weekly or bi-monthly? Go ahead in the chat. Let us know right now. Is it we're doing this thing twice a month. Once every other week. Is it bi-weekly or bi-monthly? Twice a week or twice a month? Let us know in the chat, please.
It's bi-weekly. I keep
what this is. Listen, let us know. Yeah, what's going on, Captain Mexico says it's been a while. Exactly. Listen, this is what we're talking about. We really do be talking crypto all day. It's just literally that we decided to turn on the camera and not. And we decided to turn on the camera again. So essentially what we're doing again, we're starting a new show. This is going to be a super loose format today. We're going to ask you all what you want to see, get some interactions from you all for how we want to build this. But we are planning to put 2 hours away every other week, which is, I believe, bi-monthly or possibly
bi-weekly.
Possibly bi-weekly. But we're going to put those 2 hours away.
Look at the chat. Bi-weekly, bi-weekly. Because it's bi-weekly. It's twice a month. I keep telling them this. You keep saying bi-monthly.
What?
That's every 2 months. Who wants to show every 2 months? We'll miss all the information in 2 months.
Listen, all right, all these private school kids in this chat, listen, y'all taught this. What year did we learn bi-weekly? Somebody put in the chat what year we learned bi-weekly, because I missed this one. But yeah, so we don't have we're going to figure out where we're going to go with it. Things we are going to do, we're going to continue to kind of do a quick, brief weekly wrap up. We'll be here to answer questions. It'll be a live Q&A. As always, this will be a membership thing. So this first week, probably the first 2 weeks, are definitely going to be free or whatever. But we're going to do membership. If you're already about the masterclass, you'll get complimentary access to it all year as well. And also, we're going to be doing a lot of interviews. So a lot of interviews, we have some good ones set up for the next 3 weeks as well. But we have, after the next 3 weeks, we do some of these interviews, some of the bigger ones, we're going to just premiere them here on this show, and then probably break it up into clips on YouTube. And for some more behind the scenes type stuff will be on this as well. So there we go. There we go. CJ said, we are the no child left behind kids. Listen, I'm telling you, the first time I heard bi-weekly was from Zay. I thought it was bi-monthly.
Nah, it's gotta be bi-weekly.
With a straight face.
On top of that, you gotta get the video footage. Definitely background stuff of us. Yeah, whenever you see, all the stuff we do as far as traveling, as far as going.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do all the background stuff here.
As far as having, 35-year-olds in the middle of Chiconis yelling for no reason. All the stuff that goes on in our life, you just gotta see it, man. It's crazy. You wouldn't believe it if we told you. But
hilarious.
You gotta have a camera there.
Okay, what I'm doing really quick before we actually get the show fully started is I am looking for this folder from the meetup. It's a meetup here we go with the photo album. Here it is. Drive downloads. Again, I'll be putting this on the website hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow at the latest. Probably gonna be tomorrow because we're doing this 2-hour show. So you know me, I'm not gonna do it tonight. That's not the truth. But tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have this up. Also, speaking of tomorrow, you have an event tomorrow. Go ahead and announce that.
Oh yeah, tomorrow, August 28th, from 2 to 6 p.m. right here in LA. We are having the Bitcoin and Black America cookout. There'll be free tacos, free liquor. There'll be books for sale, book signing, all of that going on. The address is on the flyer, which is on my Twitter at BitcoinZay, as well as Instagram, the Isaiah Jackson. So find it on there, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I was just on the radio with KJLH 102.3.
Oh, radio
on there. So yeah, we are here in LA. Big cookout. And definitely want to make sure we get everybody there. Anybody that didn't make the first Gentlemen of Crypto meetup, which was awesome as well. If you didn't make that, come out to the cookout, come hang out with us. We'll all be there, definitely.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to share these photos right now.
Oh yeah, shout out to Trish. She said, you're too cute to be talking like that. It's bi-weekly. I told you, it's bi-weekly. I don't know why the argument even happened.
Listen, I'm changing words out here. We are out here changing words. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'm trying to see if I can bring up this photo album just for a moment so you all can see everything. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Check out some of these cool photos again. These will be on the website. It'll be everywhere. It was a great event. I won't even say good event. It was a great event. A lot of fun. There we go. All right. I just finally got it. And they start skipping around again. Okay. There we go. Where's this share screen at? Share this screen. Where's the photos? These are like photos. So again, we'll be posting these. They're super small right now, as you can see. But yeah, it's different photos. Oh, look at these. I know these guys right there. Different photos from the party. Like you said, it was a really good event. A lot of people showed up. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, know these guys.
Oh man.
Know these guys. Know these people. There we go.
Oh man, so, is that an NFL player? Is that an actor right there?
Oh,
is that a multi-millionaire right there?
Oh man.
Yeah, a lot of people at the meetup. Actually, if you would have came through, you would have seen people who are Instagram famous, NFL famous, NBA famous, whatever. It's LA. We have the crowd that comes out. No matter if you regular retail chilling or if you're trying to be, high life LA, we had a lot of people come out.
Yeah, so it was a good event. Again, we'll be posting these up on the website as well. So if anybody was out there doing what they weren't supposed to do and they need us to take it off the website, just shoot us an email. We do like, hey, man, hey, homie, I told you who I was out with that night, right? Like, I do not remember. He's like, that is not the postable one. But no, we'll make sure we get that out there as well. And of course, you all should have been receiving that newsletter. Shout out to Leroy Forbes and Mike, our CMO, and our in-house editorial team. They just sent out a newsletter. If you're signed up on the list. So again, we're getting our newsletter service up and rolling so you all can get more content from us as well. So definitely announcing that right now. I'm looking at the newsletter right now.
Should we tell them about the new newsletter with Leroy, with the different language?
Not yet. We got some stuff. We got some stuff cooking. We have some stuff cooking. But again, I want to feature this too while we're actually here. Again, start seeing more newsletters from us. We're not going to spam you like crazy, of course. But here looks like our first inaugural real newsletter or whatever. So again, shout out to Leroy Forbes and Mike for hooking that up. You all should just now be getting that in your mailbox. So again, more, complimentary free information. Of course, one of our partners, Crypto Vantage, you can see that here as well. Again, shout out to Crypto Vantage as well. They're like, oh, we getting extra out these boys? Look, hey, you get a third one tonight, huh? info.cryptovantage.com/gentleman tech of tech crypto. So yeah, shout out to Crypto Vantage and shout out to our team for that newsletter. Can't wait to see where that where we go with that. All right, really quick, some more comments. What's going on, Leroy? Oh, Leroy in the comments right now. What's going on, Leroy? Funky Fresh, Adam Henley, Tiffany from New York, Carmelo. And yes, I see it right to come to New York. We are going to end up doing a tour, probably looks like toward the end of this year and then in January of next year as well.
And New York, y'all got to get y'all shit together, man. With this vaccine passport, you can't get in restaurants, movies, you can't go to comedy shows, you can't go anywhere I would want to go with the vaccine passport. That goes into effect September 13th, I believe, or September 15th, somewhere in there. Hey, if they get that together, I would love to come to New York, but Jesus Christ, boy. Hey, de Blasio and whoever else y'all got the power that's killing y'all shit. NYC is a great city, but they are killing y'all right now. So we'll see. And as far as the book tour, I've taken NYC off the list. Not even gonna be, not even gonna lie.
Draconian?
Yeah,
hey, listen, you don't want them catch you, they're slipping.
I can't do it, man. And honestly, yeah, like BK keeps on taking bits. They avoiding NYC till regulation loosen up. You damn right. That shit is retarded. What is going on with NYC keeping people out, basically, and then other cities, countries as well? I don't have anything to do with that as far as their rules. But as far as travel, won't be in NYC until that clears up. We'll see what happens.
There it is. Skay goes, can you guys get Richard Heart on the show again? Hex has been making multiple all-time highs today. For sure. We've seen, like I said, we mentioned Hex this morning on the show. And we definitely going to have Richard Heart back. He seemed to, welcome to coming back when we talked to him last. We spoke to him at the last show. And actually, we have some ideas that we do got run by him as far as when he comes back to add a little dose of entertainment that we all know you like to look at. So working on that too. I wanted to see what was going to happen with Post Chain first before we brought him back, because that's more of an announcement versus just our coins at an all-time high. But yeah, we'll definitely have him back. I mean, Richard's entertaining for sure, so we'll get him back in. Only the realest stage. What's up, fellas? I have bought both the books and masterclass. Much appreciate the support. Do you guys help with becoming a consultant? We can. Listen. So again, this will be on the email. End up running around this week, so they get a chance to send it, but you will get it September 5th for people who bought any portions of the masterclass. We'll have that live Q&A. The game plan is to have everybody sign up on Zoom. It might be too many people, but we're sure everybody's not going to come. So if it's over 100 people, we'll buy like a bigger, I think we can do 250 people actually though. Yeah. If it's over 250 or whatever people, then we might have to do a different way, but I don't suspect it'll be that many, but it quite possibly can. But if it's, regardless, we're going to try to make it so that everyone can log on the video if they want, or just talk verbally, or just type your questions. But that's going to be an in-depth, we are here for you for the next hour, hour and a half, whatever, Q&A. So becoming a consultant is what you're interested in. We'll definitely go into detail about that as well.
Yeah, when we talk about Q&A, let's start with one question. Jake Fever here. Who cashed out on Hex? Show them bands. I would love to see. We have talked about Hex a good bit. We've had Jams on, we have Richard Heart.
You about to invite the smoke. I can tell. This is not
in the chat has actually cashed out Hex. Let us know later and we'll address it.
Jake Fever put that.
Have you actually cashed out? Have you actually moved Hex into a stable coin or into Bitcoin or into cash? Let us know. We'd be interested to know.
This is hilarious. Kindness matters. Hilarious. I didn't even get into just really click. Kindness matters said bless the glow commercial though. Hilarious. Yeah, look, low key people. I keep trying to tell people it's super low key. I got like 10 of them out, but yeah, Glow, I just started seeing this doing his rounds too. They've actually been out, but they're doing like a new version of it.
Yeah.
They got me doing yoga.
Oh man.
Listen, behind the scenes, I was like, behind the scenes, I'm like, trying to hold on. Got sweat coming in, like, sweat powder me up. Like, all right, go ahead and do the video. Hilarious. Yeah, so for sure. Shadushi. So are you guys Hex fans now? That answer your question, you laugh. Listen.
I just want to see people do what they love. Freedom. That's what freedom.
I'm happy it's pumping. And again, like I always say, when things get to like 15 to 20 cents, I definitely see a future of $1 for many of these projects. So Hex isn't any different. But as far as like, am I on it now or whatever, like, or am I a fan of it? Like, guys, I've still seen many hexes. I'm not saying like it's not good or bad or ugly either. I'm not saying anything. It's just like it's been many hexes. It's just been many hexes. It's still super early, which is why you're seeing these type of returns right now. This is a good thing. It's still super early. But as far as like being a fan, like I wanted, you remember when I got into Bitcoin, it was in 2016. So Bitcoin had already been what, 8 years old? 7 years old. It was like 7 years old. So I had 7 years of research to kind of look at before. Whereas not just with Hex, but a lot of these new projects, it's like, well, right now you only have like a year, 2 years to look at, especially in the years when everything's pumping. So it's just one of those things where time will tell. But hey, all the coins, I have nothing against any of them for the most part, unless they're just straight up scams. Skago said, I cashed out some on Hex, not going to tell how much. Hey, listen, well, what's up with this tip then? Hey, we usually want a like text. We want that from the cash out party. No, what's going on? Yes, Stack McChain. She good point. Solana doing them. Solana's going crazy right now.
Which we talked about extensively.
Right.
Talked about the show, everything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you know what? All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We'll do a quick weekly roundup. Again, we like to start it with just a weekly roundup, top stories, and then we'll go straight into the Q&A, and then from there we'll start to talk about a little bit of our coin of the week. And as far as on the week, what was the prices looking like on the week? I saw some coins I've never seen pumping a little bit, and some old coins as well. So,
well, if we start from the top, Bitcoin at 49,141 right now, 0.26 for the 7-day chart over the last week. Ethereum $3,263, up 0.2% over the week. Cardano was probably the biggest winner this week, up 18.7% this week at 289. I know we have some Cardano people out there that watch us. Binance at $491. They were actually up 9.3% this week. XRP at 118. They were down this week at 5.39%. Dogecoin at 29 cents, down 8.6% this week. Polkadot down as well at 26.42, down almost 5% this week, about 4.5%. And then Solana, again, another big winner at $86.94, is up almost 12% this week. So we have seen Solana, we've seen Cardano ripping lately. And as far as altcoins go, whenever Bitcoin rips up, like we saw, it was 10 straight days of green before. And when Bitcoin took a rest, all of a sudden altcoins go up a lot more. That sell pressure, that money that usually flows into altcoins. Most people do not sell back into fiat, back into stable coins. They go straight into altcoins because they usually take off right after. So after seeing that, of course, yes, our Solana call talking with Cardano people, and then even going into some of the ones that we don't talk about as much. I mean, if you were in Binance, if you were in XRP, Dogecoin, we personally, talk about coins the way we do, but if you were in that as well, every altcoin, close your eyes, throw a dart. You can choose an altcoin that's going to gain in value.
I'm looking at this.
Will it be worth more next year than it will be today? Yes, that's it. That's all that matters for most people who are trading for fiat. But of course, we've talked about other coins as well, but these are the ones that are most likely for people to invest in top 10.
I'm looking at these offshoots like Cello. I didn't even know what Cello was, but it's up 52% to $4. Mm-hmm. You got Tezos, of course. Tezos is up 41%. Oldie but goodie. I wonder how much Tezos is actually down on for like lifetime.
Well, Tezos might be getting a pump because they're using the Tezos blockchain to issue NFTs for Quincy Jones' platform. If you didn't know, they got John Legend on there. They got a few high price people. So if they're using the Tezos blockchain for that, I can guarantee you that's why Tezos baby getting this pump over the last week. 39%, almost 40. Yeah.
Well, the week they're up 41. So yeah. Well, actually, this is close to its all-time high since its all-time high when it first kind of was launched back in 2017, which you really can't count because 2017 Bitcoin was at its all-time high too, but literally over $8, $9. As you can see what here, like $11, $10, about $10 to some change. But its next normal all-time high looks like was about $7.50, and it's like it must be that news. It looks like it has skyrocketed this past month for sure. And this is its third all-time high essentially, so that's pretty interesting to look at. All right, quick top stories of the week. Number one pick, Cade Cunningham, to be paid in Bitcoin via partnership with BlockFi. We already shouted them out and announced them. Boss up and get this money. Detroit's number one pick, Cade Cunningham, who's already said he's there for the city, has also decided to get paid with his signing bonus and Bitcoin and various other cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency platform BlockFi announced Thursday it has agreed to a multi-year partnership with Cade Cunningham, selected by the Detroit Pistons with the number one overall pick in the National Basketball Association's 2021 draft, and that the rising star will receive a signing bonus from BlockFi directly in Bitcoin. So shout out to Cade. Hey, boss up and do the money walk. You know what's up. This is pretty cool to see. I mean, especially you're close to all things basketball. So what are your thoughts about athletes beginning to take their signing bonus or some of their money in cryptocurrency exclusively now?
Oh yeah, well I think this is just the start.
Oh, he's 6'8".
Oh yeah, he's 6'8".
Bro, I know he was 6'8"
point guard.
He looked so normal. I thought he was like 6'2", 6'3".
Everybody in the league is 6'8".
Bro, he is not 6'8", man.
6'8" point guard.
Oh, Detroit, we got one. I see why we happy.
Exactly. And that's
Jalen Rose must love this guy.
Number one pick for a reason, trust me. And
bro, he's 19-year-old, 6'8" point guard. I didn't even know. Oh my goodness. I see why everybody hype. I haven't been paying attention to it.
I keep trying to tell you about these new players coming in. He's a 6'8" point guard. Like LaMelo Ball, 6'7" point guard. There's no point guard that's gonna be small, going into the future. I mean, basically, at this point, as far as the crypto world, most of these athletes, including Cade Cunningham, number one pick, Trevor Lawrence, who was the first overall pick for the NFL, they're taking a signing bonus in crypto because, for one, they're young. They're under the age of 22, 23. Why not take a chance on Bitcoin and crypto as far as your signing bonus and then get paid in fiat currently, because that is sort of what you use to pay now. But this will only increase. I think the signing bonus aspect of it is a risk reward play is, hey, this signing bonus, I don't necessarily need it. So if I do, if crypto all goes to zero tomorrow, I won't really miss it. But because of the risk reward, if crypto does increase dramatically, that signing bonus for most number one picks, Cade Cunningham, Trevor Lawrence, and in the future, they could make way more money than their peers. So that is great to see. That'll only continue. Now, we have seen Russell Okung, we've seen Spencer Dinwiddie, we've seen other professional athletes say, pay me in Bitcoin, or I want to have a contract in Bitcoin, or I want to have some sort of business venture where I get paid in cryptocurrency. That is not going away either. And I think that long-term, what this basically shows people is that crypto's here to stay. And because young athletes are taking a part of it, what do you think these other young athletes are going to do? They're going to follow exactly what these number one picks. Again, these are both number one picks. Cade Cunningham and Trevor Lawrence are both number one picks for the last year. They're going to follow what they do. They're going to get crypto as a signing bonus, and they're going to want to use it. I don't see us going backwards. And of course, in the crypto industry, it changes so fast. I'm pretty sure Cade Cunningham will have NFTs. I'm sure Trevor Lawrence will have NFTs. There'll be other ways for them to get cryptocurrency, to get Bitcoin or other things in this industry. Love to see it. And of course, as both of us being athletes, college athletes, we both love to see any athlete getting that money because That is not guaranteed, but crypto long term pretty much is at this point. So glad to see it.
And the good thing as well too with that is that, again, you know, a lot of these athletes play the they play the role of like, you know, too cool for school, like I'm just blowing money fast, da da da. Well, hey, if that's the case, which again, the signing bonus, yeah, a lot of people are blowing through that. Like it is what it is. So he was smart for being like, you know what if I were to spend all this, right? I'd rather spend it here right now on this. I know I'm gonna get I'm gonna get a sponsorship deal. It's gonna make up for everything I'm about to spend and using that. But also I was gonna say, if you're really a part of that culture, if you're really a part of that, you know, fast money culture, then it really ain't nothing anyway. It's like, all right, bet. Time to get another bag, like re-it up. So I think if, as long as he goes in there with that mindset where he just forgets about it, hey, I'll look at it in a year or two, see what these crypto holdings are. Like you said, it's gonna be crazy compared to what it is now.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see it.
Yeah. So really quick question. Let's see. B said, how does our masterclass cover how to use TradingView for similar platforms, and do we use it?
Used TradingView in the past, but no, we don't go into TradingView in depth. As far as trading wise, a lot of the trading has moved from TradingView to decentralized platforms, which we do cover. So you can do it on there as far as swaps. TradingView by itself, you can find different courses on that, but we don't go into it in depth. No, because most people are not traders, and we teach you how to actually make money in this market. Purely trading is one of the parts, but there's a lot more to it, honestly.
And as far as the curriculum, again, if you go to the masterclass, if you go to the gentlemanofcrypto.com, our website, excuse me, I don't know how it is. Love in you. Remember that was another professor? Sing me a tune. Yeah, that's how it just sounded with my voice cracked. Again, we're going to be turning up even more on this one. But no, as you can see here, the masterclass thing is brought up. So for anyone who has a question about the masterclass, the gentlemanofcrypto.com, you just click on masterclass tab, and you scroll down actually. So it's an arrow thing. It's not all the way down at first. It looks like this. You type the up arrow. But let's say you scroll down, you know, this is the main page. You scroll down. You literally go to curriculum, folks. Go to curriculum. If you are on the fence, or if you want to be sure, or if you don't want to pay the money, and you don't want to use cryptovantage.com, who we partner with, which is a free resource for you, info.cryptovantage.com/gentleman-crypto. If you don't want to use them for the free resource, and you just want to see what we talk about, literally, folks, on the masterclass website, just go to the curriculum and you can see everything. We talk about digital currency history, Bitcoin starting contributors, white paper, early years, Bitcoin technical architecture. You click that down arrow, Bitcoin economic theory. So it's one of those things where if you're on the fence, or if you don't want to spend the money, or if there's anything like that, we want people to be happy. Literally, just take the titles and Google it and go in depth. Like as the one person said, all of this is free online, which again is a lie, because they weren't even like, there aren't, like, maybe now, but when I tried, there weren't any yield farming videos like that, nor were there credit free collateralized loan videos, but
which we made up. We
made the word, but
literally created it. But yeah, sure, find it online.
Yeah. And to be fair, I found out the first scammer, actually someone else, it looks like, may have took someone's card to use to buy the class. So it wasn't even a real, so we're still technically just one down. One down, and one person used somebody else's money to buy it. But yeah, yield farming, portfolio structure, Bitcoin for business. So perfect example, Bitcoin pay server. You can just Google Bitcoin pay server and teach yourself. They have instruction manuals and all that. However, I will say I tried to do it on my own before. I even knew Zay had put this in the class because this was part of his module he had. And I still needed further stuff, and I used the video that he did to do it. So that was me. But again, if you're one of those people who, hey, I can pick things up easily and go, then go for it. But again, we're standing behind this class because
you want to learn in 9 minutes.
Exactly.
Instead of 2 hours.
That's the difference, right? That's what people are understanding. It's like when people are like, oh, you can do this on your own. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you can.
How long? Listen, so this yield farming section, it's 105 minutes to talk about it, show you liquidity provider for 16 minutes, and we show you how to do the collateralized loans for 72 minutes. So altogether, you're looking at about it's almost 3 hours, right? 2.5, 3 hours or so. When I tell you how much money I had to lose to learn this, how much time I had to spend on different, like this is like after 8 or 9 platforms, like really Polycat, Polywhale, Liquid fell, or not Liquid, but what's the one that just fell the other day? Iron, Titan. When I really, it's like 3, I can't even tell you all because I made some deals with people. I want to announce them because no one wants you to steal their farm and yield farms. But believe me, I took the lesson and the lumps for everyone on those things for real. So it is what it is.
Beautiful.
All right.
Make sure you hit that chat with coins you want us to talk about. But yeah, definitely we'll talk about later.
Yeah, we got 2 more quick stories, and we'll go back through and definitely answer these questions. Let's see. Cuba is set to recognize and regulate cryptocurrency. I know you talked about this today, but I missed the story. I want to go back and talk about it. The country had to temporarily stop accepting cash bank deposits in United States dollars due to tighter restrictions set by former U.S. President Donald Trump. Here's the thing. We're going to see this everywhere. The only reason we haven't seen this everywhere is because these countries cannot figure out overnight mass adoption and control, right? And security, to be honest. That's the other thing. I think these countries are smart enough to know that the moment they do switch over to a purely stablecoin, cryptocurrency focused future, it's going to open them up to attack. Governments and countries around the world and companies have not been able to stop cyber attacks as of now. And the way they're trying to control stablecoins and the way they're trying to control the cryptocurrency market, they're essentially honeypotting themselves, the government I'm speaking of. They're going to honeypot all our data information all in one place, and hackers are going to come hungry. So I wanted to point this out because, again, I can see Cuba doing this. I can see why they're doing this. But right now, we're only seeing this in a geopolitical level, on a global level. We're seeing countries do this. What you still haven't seen in mass is individuals, communities, Bitcoin and Black America type, say, you know what? I'm opting out of this. Everything I do is going to be in crypto, and I will give you money for whatever you need, tax or whatever you want to come up with. I'll give it to you if you ask me nicely. Once that fully changes, I think we'll literally the entire planet is going to change. There's going to be a lot of bodies before that happens. I think a lot of people are going to get killed. It is what it is. You're talking about a paradigm shift of no other. But I think when it happens, it's going to be something so it's going to change the future. But I say all that because Cuba, of course, we traditionally had our foot on their throats per se. Cuban Missile Crisis, Bay of Pigs, all this crazy stuff that's happened throughout the years. And again, hey, I'm with the gang, so nothing negative, but also it's just like, you can't talk stuff about the Cuban government when we told the entire planet not to trade with them. You know what I'm saying? For 40,
sanction them
for 40 years, you can't sanction somebody for 40, 30 years, but hey, but look how they're doing their business. But that's neither here nor there. I point that out because yes, sanctions are not going to work the same way. Not just sanctions against countries, but laws and everything when it comes to individuals again. So I point that out because, again, it's just one more domino falling. But we had El Salvador, Venezuela, now Cuba, basically everybody who the U.S. beef with. So go down that whole list. Afghanistan might be
Iraq,
next.
Yeah. I love the fact that niggas is laughing at sanctions. That's what I love.
Sanctions?
Sanctions? What? And I love the fact that these countries are starting to take basically their own mantle up to say, hey, we can go into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We don't need you. And as far as commerce goes, it may take a little while. They may get a few threats. But I think their best play is to do it at the same time. If 20 countries who are quote unquote sanctioned or left out of the economic model do it at the same time, El Salvador being by itself, yeah, they can get attacked. But if it's El Salvador, if it's Paraguay, if it's Brazil, if it's
half our citizens,
if it's a bunch of countries where people send remittances and actually are from, where you actually have some sort of relationship to these people, it'll be a lot harder to stop it at that point. And I think El Salvador may be the beginning. I think other countries are starting to gear up to do the same thing. But long term, with Cuba doing it, it's like, yeah, what do you expect us to do? You just sanction us. You put our back against the wall. You expect us not to fight back. All right, now we have a tool to fight back. This is what we're going to do. So I just think this is a part of the game theory of whenever you try to regulate people out of some sort of economy, they find their own economy. And then later you come back and say, hey, why don't you join ours? Like, nah. The crypto part of it, if they go forward with it, this is the game theory, people. This is what we try to tell you is that if they go forward with Bitcoin, we're talking about countries using all of their fiat dollars to buy Bitcoin in order to sustain their economy long term. That means the price of Bitcoin could be whatever, $100 million, whatever, $200 million. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about price. It's just the fact that it's scarce and that there are big corporations, countries, and people trying to buy it to get around these sanctions. And we basically shot ourselves in the foot. How many times can we say it in the US? They're going to eat themselves. The bankers, regulators, they don't know anything to do but regulate. They ate themselves. They basically got to a point where they didn't realize, hey, all of our rules and regulations suck because if they go around it, then Bitcoin is a viable option. So that's what we're seeing here. So shout out to Cuba. They've always, even with the sanctions, people that go to Cuba still living down there. Tupac is down there chilling, apparently. But whoever else, Cuba has been doing just fine. So even with sanctions, they find a way. And now
humans are gonna live. Humans are
gonna find a way.
Like you might not live in wealth, but it's like even think about third world developing country. Those humans are still alive. Think about an island that hasn't been discovered. People aren't really on. Those humans are still there alive. Like again, it might not be a McMansion, multi-million-dollar house, cars, and all that, but there's still humans doing human shit. People still having sex and having babies. People still going to sleep. People still waking up. People still eating food. Again, they might dress different, live in different places, have different accommodations. Maybe they might not even eat every day. Oh, gasp, that's so hard. Listen, I know a bunch of people on the east side of Detroit don't eat every day. I know a bunch of people in the military that's not eating every day. Like, what? It is what it is. But my point is, it's still a lot of similarities. It's still people. So no matter what a sanction does, what we have to remember, as technology improves, remember, they don't need to sell these hard satellites and phone. Like this stuff is being celebrated. People are being born with smartphones in their hand.
Face,
like it's face. Yeah, you're getting the face ID already. So the rate at which people are learning, again, this is why we just says cash don't even make sense, because you really think people are going to learn how to use a debit card, a bank, cash, ATM when it's just like, wait, but everything's on my phone already. I just use whatever this stuff is on my phone. Like I'll just go with that. So that's that. It's hilarious. Somebody said you are well spoken right after you had said what you said, which had me laughing because it's like Ryan Miller, you was like sanctions. What are you about to say?
Sanctions, yeah. Nah, I was gonna say that's Dave Chappelle. Sanctions.
Also, that was a weird comment. Reed told it said, take his hat off and sniff his hair, then bark at him, and I'll donate $50. Listen. We don't know what type of shows you've been on. That's that. We don't do that weird stuff around here. All right.
Yeah. And then he said later, okay, don't.
But it still be funny. There we go.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Sniffing heads. All right.
We don't know what's going on over there. All right.
What's going on over there? Keep the freaky shit to yourself, Reed. You're smoking on that repack.
Hey, listen. So here's the thing. People, everybody saying they like the nightly show. So here's the deal, people. Again, if you're just joining. Here's the deal with the show. Of course, we had the Talk Shop Live series where we did our weekly wrap up. We started talking altcoins and details. We did cancel that show. The show is good. The platform is good, but it is still a brand new platform. It's still growing and everything. So maybe we'll go back there in the future full time. But for now, we wanted to definitely capture the YouTube audience and make sure we gave you all extra. So again, the first couple of weeks, this will be complimentary. This show, we will make it a part of our YouTube membership. We're going to do YouTube membership. And this show, we're going to host the premiere interviews and all that good stuff. We'll still have regular interviews during the week, but for some of those top ones, we definitely gonna hold it here on the show to give you all a little extra thank you. If you bought any of the masterclass courses, you'll be enrolled complimentarily to the membership, so that's no big deal. And then for everyone else, we'll make it it's gonna be super affordable. It's just one of those things where we're gonna be giving you the recipe. I mean, come on. I
mean, how much free shit can we give you?
Man,
you pay a little bit for the extra.
You
all right. You want to be an expert.
All right, for the Q&A, we're going to this Q&A. So again, the way it's going to be ran, as of now, it is subject to change. First 30 minutes, quick weekly wrap up. Second 30 minutes, Q&A, or how long it goes. And then after that, we'll do our altcoin of the week. And then hopefully moving forward, we'll have people from that altcoins project on, or we'll be giving you exclusive interviews that last hour, 45 minutes to an hour. So let's take a look. Yes, Uncle Rusty said, be critical as always, but please be fair for sure. Listen, I am always fair when I'm critical for the most part. Yeah, definitely. Unless it's personal, then I tell people personally, like I'm going to be unfair and still critical. Let's see. Oh man, I guess I was. Oh, semi-monthly. I was thinking of semi-monthly too.
Man, it's bi-weekly.
Boy, it's semi-monthly twice.
Every 2 weeks.
That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, math man. It was semi-monthly. All right, I said it wrong. I had the right spirit. All right.
Definitely ain't bi-monthly because that's every 2 months.
Oh man,
I ain't watching that bullshit.
Let's see.
Come on every two
see,
months.
Okay, you far said even though bi-weekly is universally understood to mean every 2 weeks, bi-monthly can mean every 2 months or twice a month. Oh, kill him. Listen.
Whoever wrote that is a fucking idiot.
Listen, hey, look, genius, Einstein level brain patterns over there. Okay. Let's see.
There we go. Bi-weekly since I was in 8th grade. Listen, I don't know what kind of new language or jargon.
All right, for those people who from the Midwest, let's go ahead and go through it. Pop, syrup, Hey, literally until like until last year or
If
two.
you call soda pop, get your Bama out.
Listen, I thought it was salmon for the longest. I actually did a salmon commercial, and once like the day before set, I was like practicing, and somebody was like, "Why you keep saying? Are you joking? You say salmon?" I'm like, "Joking? What do you mean? How is it said?" It was like the L silent. Since when?
The L is
not
silent.
not in Detroit. Listen, nowhere in the 313.
That's not in America. I don't know what country.
L silent. Listen,
Salmon. The L is silent. That's a nigga with no tongue.
Hey, shout out to Goodale Elementary, Wayne Elementary.
Yeah, you're missing 4 or 5 teeth. Yeah, the L is silent.
I think they both closed now. Oh man. All right. There we go. BK born bedside race. I got my Heineken ready to learn. Let's get it. PF, peace from New York. Yes, Stack, you know it. Free tacos tomorrow. Again, announce your thing tomorrow. Is from 2 to 6.
Oh yeah, 2 to 6, August 28th, tomorrow, Saturday, LA. And the address is on my Twitter and Instagram. So check me out there. Twitter, Bitcoin Zay, Instagram, the Isaiah Jackson. We'll be out there with books, book signing, having some connections, discourse, whatever, talk about whatever. And of course, free food, free liquor. Come on out.
There it is. Captain Mesco says it's taken 3 years to build 1/4 Bitcoin. Is that good? Yes. I mean, listen, you're in your own. Listen, this is your own race. To me, like crypto. I mean, of course, Bitcoin they have a partnership. We do so, but as far as like when you're securing your own wallet, cybersecurity of it, privacy of it, the amounts you have, like this is a personal race, right? Because at the end of the day, you're doing what you want. That's the value of Bitcoin. You can do what you want. So, yeah, if it takes you 3 years. If it takes you 10 years to build 1/4 of a Bitcoin, then that's where you're at. So that's a good thing for sure. Yeah. And it's only going to go up. So you're in a good spot. Miami event anytime soon.
Miami, looking at October, when it starts getting cold, ready to come to the warm places.
Hilarious.
So I'll let you know.
All right. I'm good right now. Let's see, because I'll get the mumbling. Y'all won't be able to understand a word I'm saying. Okay. Let's see. PF. Yeah, what's going on, PF? Bitcoin, Jake said, I'm doing new crypto Minecraft stuff. Yes, I've actually been seeing stuff with that. Minecraft is ripe for crypto integration, so we'll see what happens with that. Let's see. Manhattan South District. Let's see. Show them bans for Hex. Okay, there we go. We already talked about that. I think, did we talk about Theta?
Theta, we haven't.
I mean, we like Theta. I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot when momentum came as far as they're supposed to launch their mainnet or something. Then of course it's like a 2-month delay, and then the price started falling. And of course Elon came out and started talking, price started falling more, and they were caught in that trap. Because of that, it did show weak fundamentals because it did drop aggressively, and it still hasn't really recovered. But what I will say about Theta, a lot of people like it. They have a platform and a product. It's working. It's for gamers. I love gaming. I think esports are still brand new. I think the United States is missing a huge opportunity on esports. Like right now, if you have a child at home, they play games, encourage it. Like there's money involved in games. We're talking about Axie Infinity. Like they're trying to tax that game now. I think that will happen with Call of Duty too. It's gonna happen with Call of Duty, Fortnite. The minute they put crypto on that, oh, your son play your daughter play Call of Duty 5 hours a day. Yeah, they owe the government $92 a day. They was in there smacking people. Like, so with all that being said, I think Theta has a future. It has a great head start. It has people on it. It has a product. So it's just right now, right behind. Yeah. So we'll see. Digibyte. Yeah. Again, I was in. I actually called for the Digibyte pump before Pamp It. Before Elon and getting those comments destroyed the entire market at the time. But Digibyte is like Dogecoin. It's gonna keep getting pumped and hyped throughout the years. They have a community behind it that doesn't want it to die, and because it won't die. The question is, and I'm holding strong, but the question is with Digibyte, make sure you don't overdo it, because is the amount you're holding in Digibyte, is it keeping up with the pace of Bitcoin? And I can tell you it is not. So, and what I mean by that is, unless you catch the right quick. Remember, you make 80% of your money 20% of the time. Shout out Bitcoin Zay. In this space, you make 80% of your money 20% of the time. So are you going to miss that quick 20% time when it pumps 80%? Or are you going to stay in it while Bitcoin is pumping at the same time? So it's something, I
will give it to Digibyte. They are like a stable coin. They keep pretty stable. And then they have super pumps, and then stay stable for a long time. So I'll give them that. But long term, not sure. I would just buy Bitcoin.
Zilquilla?
Zilliqa? Yeah, I've seen Zilliqa before.
Is it still a thing?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell people. It's like, man, these projects in 2017 that had all these promises, they're still getting pumps because new people are coming into the market. But we're talking about, what have they done? What have they produced?
Yeah.
Now, We don't know. Neither one of us can tell you right off the bat. The thing is, if you have done research and you say to yourself, yeah, they're developing something that is worth something in the future, you have to take that chance because much like the internet age, a lot of people didn't buy into Amazon.com, but that was the one that basically won out. A lot of people bought
one out they did.
Exactly. So that's the thing with cryptocurrency. To me, these are companies with a cryptocurrency that they sell. And as far as speculation, you can make money off of it, but I don't see anything they've done innovative, honestly, long term. But as far as speculation, the biggest speculative coins that you can make money off of is anything competing with Ethereum. So anything else, you're even putting yourself even further down the rabbit hole. Like, oh yeah, what is Zilliqa supposed to be? A public permissionless blockchain designed to offer high throughput. The reason why it has high throughput is because nobody used that shit. So
hilarious.
If that's your reason for using it is, oh, it's fast, then you should get rid of that coin immediately because the reason it's fast is because nobody uses that blockchain. Not just Zilliqa, but any other coin. So I would just say whatever the reason is for it, I would say you will make sure it's in the right sector. Is it a privacy coin? Is it an exchange coin? Is it a competitor to Ethereum? Those are the top three. Is it Bitcoin? That's the other one. If it's not, other coins, you can do what you want, but you have to realize what the market is doing and the tokenomics behind it.
First of all, woo! And people, y'all be trying to come up here like we don't know what we're talking about. Are you crazy right now? Bro, like, first of all, listen, you broke that down so smooth and cool just now. Like, that was in depth. That was the key to the castle, the key to the puzzle, as far as you all always ask about these altcoins. That was it. Free game right there. Again, we may only do one more of these complimentary. And then after this, we're going to be dropping clips from the show. But this is going to be a part of the membership services. You're not going to see it now. We haven't even turned it on. We'll probably turn it on another week or two. So no rush, no worries there. It's not going to be any crazy price. And again, if you're already, if you already did anything with the masterclass, we're going to go ahead and log you onto that or enroll you in that as well. So, cheers to you. Yeah, cheers to you. Like, this is what we talk about when we say, we definitely go in depth on our thoughts and stuff, but we're not going to, Monday through Friday, 30-minute free show. We want to make sure we get the news articles out so you aren't going crazy about the news, but it's all types of stuff to talk about. And also want to give a shout out to James Jetson. We said Hex can show us those games. James said, hey, say less, homie. Shout out to all the crypto warriors and the Hexkins. Hexflex said James. And then he also had a realist in the space tweet or message as well. So thanks, James, for being here as always. Hey, thanks all the crypto warriors for being here. Again, we know you don't have to be in here tonight. But like we told you, we really do be talking crypto 24/7, which is hilarious when people be like, oh, y'all don't know about this, y'all know about that. For me, unless you get into like some super technical development side of the house, I'm on your head, all right? Yeah. Unless you're talking about, no, this is the blah, 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 blah. This is the, what was it, Python on this line, we did this. I'm still gonna try to copy. I'm literally gonna copy the code of line and paste it because I know how to break it down and find the homework. Yeah. But by and large, all right, I'll bow out to that conversation. Yeah, but you're not catching too much stuff off. Yeah, come on.
Most likely that shit is booty.
Come on, we live, baby, we live. Jake Fever, thank you for the tip. Said James is getting money. Hey, listen, James. Shout out to James for real. James, again, shout him out. He called Hex on the show at 4 cents. Mm-hmm. That's a 500% since he said it live.
Hey, like I said, people in our chat can make you money. That's how good our show is.
That is very true.
People in our chat can help you out. Just jump in the chat and be all good.
All right.
Like Polonius back in the day.
For real, this is the Polonius chat. Listen, get everybody in
this. This was Polonius. Everyone was giving each other, hey, jump into this, get into that, blah, blah, blah. People talking shit. Hey, people going back and forth. That's what we like. Let's get it.
All right. Let's see what else is going on. We're scrolling back up. Hold on a little bit. You tripping now? Got to the house. No, I'm just can see some Cardanos. What are our thoughts on Quant? I'm not even familiar with Quant.
Quant? Yeah. Let's take a look at it quick. Let's see. Quant. QUANT.
Okay, as you look at it real quick, I had to give a shout out to Bitcoin Benito. I think we saw you on the show earlier too. Bitcoin Benito, thank you. Nerd answer. Well, technically, bi-weekly can either mean twice a week or once every other 2 weeks. Bi-monthly means, you guessed it, twice a month or once every 2 months, AKA ain't nobody know, LOL. Listen, I'm just from a different breed, man. We're not gonna do things with everybody.
Actually, somebody does know. It's called Webster's Dictionary.
So Webster. Listen, when Webster put Bitcoin in dictionary.
Hey, Webster.
When Webster put
no.
That's how I'm about to get you right now. What Webster know about Satoshi?
Oh yeah, this nigga Webster don't know nothing.
Last Square, thank you for the
let's
tip.
look at Quant. All right, Quant is pumping right now.
All right, hold on. What website you on?
All right, I'm on CoinMarketCap right now. All right, so in May, Quant was $39, and today, 3 months later, it is at $196. So that means it is a ×7 almost, ×6, just to be safe. So yeah, 600% from anybody that's bought it. But let's look at what Quant is. Just taking a quick look at it.
I hear it. You sound like you're laughing
But
already.
again, a lot of times look to these coins. Coins can pump. Yes, you can.
You just mad because you ain't make no money on it, dog.
Yeah, well, again, like I said, most of the coins that y'all talking about today, I had them back in 2013 or 14. So I don't really care about these new stuff. But Quant launched in June 2018 with the goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale.
Can I stop you really quick?
Without reducing. Yeah, go ahead. What we got?
2018 came right after the 2017 pump. To me, that's always not a red flag. It's definitely a yellow flag. Because you came out in 2018, you got caught your pants down.
After the bear market started.
The bear market. But go ahead, my fault.
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at what it's saying. All right. Prior to the Quant Network, Verdian, let's see. First of all, Gilbert Verdian, he's one of the founders. Prior to that, Verdian served as the Chief Information Security Officer of VocaLink, a MasterCard card company who said crypto was horseshit. And then came back later and said, yeah, now we're going to put crypto into our cards. Just throwing that out there. Chief Information Officer of NSW Ambulance, CISO of eHealth, Security Lead of the Ministry of Justice UK. He the feds, basically. Second co-founder, Dr. Paolo Tasca, is an entrepreneur, digital economist who specializes in distributed systems. Sounds like you ain't got you really ain't got a resume, homie. That's what it really sounds like. You're an entrepreneur, digital economist. Not trying to shit on them, but what I will say is a lot of these projects, they get big name people. They bring them in. They know you're going to buy it because they're the co-founder of YouTube. They're the co-founder of blah, blah, blah. They were.
Oh, it's like an oracle. It's an oracle. It's like an oracle.
Exactly. They're just chief information, whatever, and they'll get you to buy it. So what I will say is get your money, player. If it's pump, which it has, let's see. The pump started July 18th.
That's what I was.
$66. And boom, at $176, a few months, not even a month later.
It was $3 in March, though.
Oh, we talking about less than a month later, you can go up 50%, 100%, 200%. So
bro,
yes, you can make fiat dollars from it. What I'm saying is, what problem does it solve, and is it needed? Because I've seen coins do this, and then they go down 99, 100% over the next couple of years, and you never hear from them again. So just trying to keep whoever this is that traded it safe. Congrats to you. You caught the pump. Hopefully you caught it early enough. But I cannot tell people that, yes, this is the project that I would seriously look at. I would have to look at it further, but again, just glancing at it, a lot of these projects, I mean, you got to prove something to me. And I haven't seen anything new. I've seen a lot of this word soup, a lot of this, I'm an entrepreneur, digital blah, 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 I did this back in the day. Well, this is crypto, baby. We don't care what you did back in the day.
Right.
What are you doing right now? And a lot of these people rebrand as well. A lot of people that like Cardano, I can understand the price going up a lot, but Charles Hoskinson has rebranded himself a few times. I wouldn't buy a used car from that motherfucker. But he has an entire project.
He about to call in. Listen, he about to drop that
line. Make money from. That's not what we tell people. We don't tell people not make money. We just say, hey, if you want to make fiat dollars, that's on you. But it's all speculative. So you have to be ready. If you're going to make money on the pump, be ready for the drawdown or get your profits out and do what you do. We want to keep everybody safe. Absolutely.
Really quick shout out to BK Born, Bedside Rays, and the Jay-Z voice. I could be anywhere in the world tonight, but I'm here with you. Or I guess it's his mom. Ho, shout out to all the crypto warriors, and thank you, man. For sure. Thanks for being here, crypto warriors, as well. Thanks for that tip. Jake Fever, Plot X. I'm gonna pump my bags and let y'all eat. Thank you for the tip. Everyone I think hit a double up and get your money out and let it ride for the long run. FYI, I'm in at 5 cents. Nice. There we go. There we go. Plot X. Plot X. Thank you, Jake Fever, for that tip as well. Yeah, I'm looking at this quant thing. The one thing I'm looking for, and I cannot see, and it could just be me. Here we go. Let me go to ecosystem. Developers. They did not go from $3 to essentially $200 without a product. I'm not even believing that right now.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, if you look back close enough, it's what, $3, $2 in 2019, $3, $5 in 20.
But I mean, they have to have a product right now, is what I'm saying. I'm trying to look.
No, they don't. That's the point about crypto. You don't have to have shit for it to pump. Because Cardano went from pennies to somehow $3. This project went from $5 to $200. The crypto market is irrational. Why do you think all these people made all this money in 2017? Projects that didn't even have a CEO or developer team, didn't even have a GitHub, they were making thousands of percent. So I'm not surprised. I mean, we're seeing the irrational greed happening now because a lot of the volume is coming back. So not surprised.
I am thinking, okay.
What exactly is their product?
I'm thinking they're at least they're allowing developers to develop right now. I'm not positive. It's saying join the Quant developer program, but I'm not seeing the actual. I don't want to join right now. I just want to see it. I just want to see why it went from 3 to 200. Here we go. Create an account. See, I'm not trying to create an account. Download, connect. All right, maybe we got to do more of a deep dive. But very interesting. At least the return for sure. But yeah, that's something to look at. All right, let's see what else is going on in these comment section. Let's see. Heavy Productions was going on. Miami Coin said JBSC, hilarious. Terra Luna, yeah, I remember Terra Luna. I heard about that one.
The product is called Overledger.
Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Quarter Crow was going on. Ronald Hunter said twice a month. Oh man, come on. Cardano gang in the house. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe twice a month from you because Cardano doesn't have a product. No, I'm just playing with you. I'm joking. Let's see. Marcus B. Movie, what's going on? Oh my god, the Cardano squad is. I think it's more Cardano people than Hex people tonight. Holy moly.
I'm talking about.
Where are the traders at? You know, and that's actually what we're gonna do. So if you're at the meetup, one thing I showed everyone, I literally just for like shit, I was on a good one. That was at the end of the night. I didn't show everyone, but for the small group was around, I went on one of the exchanges and I went 100x, and the portfolio I had on that exchange went up in 3% in like literally 20 or 30 seconds. And I was just showing people like, hey, if you did want to aggressively trade, this is literally how simple it was. And again, within like 45 total seconds, I pulled out my phone, hooked up the VPN, went to an exchange, went 100x, my portfolio went up 3%. Now again, this is my phone and stuff, so it's not like a huge amount or anything like that. But I was just showing the ease of being able to do these things. So yeah, real quick, you know what I'm saying? Real quick, 3%, you know what I'm saying? Here's a jewel we'll drop also today. What's going on, BTCJ? Thank you for the tip. Zay cut King off them beers, bro. It's bi-weekly. Don't nobody say bi-monthly.
Exactly. I keep trying to tell him, it was like, this is common sense.
Listen,
the only reason he's even bringing it up is because he's trying to create a debate based on some shit he learned in elementary school.
Hilarious.
I'm sorry, Detroit public schools was fucked up back in the day. But
listen, we low-key had this debate for like years, though, Loki. Remember like when you first said it like 2 or 3 years ago? I was like, bro, no, it's like, he's like, yes, it is. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna argue with you about what I know to be a fact, but I feel you.
There was a public school system. That's all I'm saying.
Kango 26 said a lot of these coins are doing the crate challenge. Some make it, some don't. For sure, they are doing that crate challenge. Let's see. Okay, let me see what else we got in the Q&A section really quick. Let's see. Everybody's talking about Plot X. I got
computer is about that.
And when you started the show without the charger, I was gonna be like, it's not gonna make it. Masterclass link again. We'll post that back in there. I just saw somebody ask about that. Let's see. Boom. All right. Monero. Kango 26. There we go. Too much for you. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're a few minutes late. I guess it's gonna be 6 as always, but we were here tonight for sure. What's everyone's thoughts on Stellar versus Ripple? What are your thoughts on Stellar versus Ripple? I mean, they both did, and Ripple is a security.
I would say honestly, I mean, when people bring up Stellar or Ripple, I kind of look at them sideways.
Yeah,
because I know what you're here for. You're here to make fiat dollars.
That is
fine.
true.
So if you're trying to take a risk reward, who has the most upside? I would say Stellar right now. If you're trying to say, hey, what can I invest in that potentially could explode simply because if the SEC comes out and says XRP is not a security, it's going to explode, then go with that. My biggest thing is if that is your goal, then you're more of a trader and you're thinking short term. I would put my money in something that can last long term, of course, with Bitcoin. But if you are looking at one of those two, neither one of those has innovations that excite me enough to say, hey, I like this one better than the other. I'm just looking at risk reward and upside. Whichever one is cheaper, which is Stellar right now, that's probably more risk reward upside. And people like to say, hey, a guy from XRP joined Stellar. Was it Jeb McCaleb? Yeah, that don't mean shit. I'm tired of people using people's names. Exactly. I'm tired of people using people's names to say, hey, this guy came from a project that was succeeded. Yeah, that means he learned how to scam you. Right. And then he's just copying and pasting and doing it again. I'm not saying Stellar's bad. They do have a decentralized exchange. They do have countries that are going to use them. I think the oldest bank in the world is trying to use Stellar Exchange. Yeah, all that is cool. None of that means that their coin should go up in value. So as far as speculative, I will say Stellar has the most upside, XRP, because of the community, has the most ability to grow over time after the SEC case. That's my synopsis.
I like that. Action 76, thank you for the tips. Keep it up, keep it up. Too much for you. Okay, what's going on? Let's see. Tiffany from New York, how much of this pump do you attribute to the whole Afghanistan match? You know what? I actually was not thinking about it initially, and I should have. This was definitely a bullish long signal. Everything's going to Afghanistan. And I actually said it behind the scenes there today. I'll say live again. This is what happens if you do become a member. This is what Talk Shop Live is about for people who knew. Or for people in the chat, we'll be like, y'all don't be, this is old news. I was like, yeah, we've been talking about it. It's not for free. But one thing I said, which I think will be a bullish signal, whether they're out or not, if they're not, it's going to be even more bullish. But if we are out, then maybe not as much. August 31st, Taliban said US personnel. Basically, if you wasn't born in Afghanistan, you ain't been flying that Taliban flag your whole life, they basically saying you got to August 31st to get out.
Get out.
I think on August 31st, it might either be a big sales signal or the pump is just going to start. But depending what happens in that 24 hours, like you're talking about, I mean, already there was attacks. And I don't think it'll get like this. But let's say worst case scenario, we're not all the way out. And the Taliban do start firing or attacking civilians or service members.
Oh, man.
That price is about to go stupid. Yeah. That price, like literally at that
Didn't
moment.
That happen today?
Well, that's what I said today. I wasn't
thinking
thinking about the bullish sentiment behind it, but yeah, if it's one of those things when August 31st comes, we're not all the way out and they talking crazy and they start acting on it, that price is going. Or August 31st comes and we do leave, we do vacate, price is still going crazy because they about to. For those who don't know, look at the map of Afghanistan and where it's located. And then for those who don't really know, don't feel like studying, what you need to understand is that map, the drawing of Afghanistan, the actual population don't follow that map. They have their own map of Afghanistan based off their religious and cultural groups. So it's one of those things where if all that authority goes to the Taliban, good, bad, or ugly, I'm not there, hey, whatever. What I will say is that the price of Bitcoin would definitely, I think it's going to be affected by these events. So let's wait. I mean, again, time will tell. August 31st. I think we need to pay attention to August 31st and that first 24 hours after it. Worst case scenario, I see a slight dip, like worst case, like 2%, 3%. But I think by and large, it might be a pump, like an 8% pump. And an 8% pump in Bitcoin is enough to make people go crazy and pump it to 20%, which is enough to make the next day go 30%. Like seriously, it's one of those things. So something to pay attention to.
Oh yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody watching, simply because we got 182 watching, 176.
I wasn't saying that. I'll let it go.
This is the first time we've had this many likes. Why can't this happen in the morning?
Oh, shout out!
Wiping cold out your eyes in the morning. Supposed to be tired of shit. Nobody liking it, but we almost have 100% of the people watching with likes. So I love to see it.
Much appreciated.
The warriors. Yeah, thank you all. Must be more alert in the evening.
No, these are real words. These are not the come and goes. These I do crypto at 9 o'clock at night with y'all too. What you talking about? I was checking I just got work. I was checking my portfolio. Y'all think y'all only ones? Just because you got a damn YouTube? I don't got time for YouTube. I got my portfolio right here in front of me. Shout out to all those crypto warriors out there.
I gotta sing tonight.
That's you know what I'm saying? About. For real. Exactly. Clone Trooper Walter, thank you for the tip. Thanks, gents. I appreciate the insights. I'll keep the meat and leave the bones. For sure. All right, so we low-key need to actually jump into the altcoin of the week, but for a few more minutes, we will do some Q&As because we don't have anybody calling in. Usually we'll have somebody calling in. So I want to keep going for a second. What's going on, Jason? Yes, we are up in here. What's going on, Nappy Ways in the house? Yes, we got this evening shows on Crypto Night. Let's see, Kindness Matters. Oh, thank you. Conscious Cow. Yeah, we're doing a live stream. He's a real OGs. You're doing this late night. Pokedex. I haven't used Pokedex. I keep hearing about it. What are your thoughts on Pokedex?
Pokedex as part of Polkadot. Polkadot's expanding great. Pokedex coming. Everybody's getting a decentralized exchange. It remains to be seen. Again, have patience, people. I can't give you a synopsis on something that just came out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at technology, a lot of the tech.
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years at least, 5 years for a real synopsis. And if you're talking about something that happened 3 months ago, 6 months ago, just wait. Just give it a chance. Let it go through the fire.
Let the regulators find out. Let the hackers
let it go through some hacks. Yeah,
it's got to go through
it. We can talk about it early. Like, yeah, it's promising, but Only thing I've seen that's promising where I think that shit won't really happen to it has been Solana. Everything else, there's a few things there, but I just think Solana got enough money behind it and the right country behind it where it's not gonna fail.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like the new kid on campus is like, oh, you think you're big and tough. All right, well, everyone's gonna try you to see. Like, we want to know for real. Like, oh, you thought you was gonna come steal, you gonna come take the show? No, there's order amongst us here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
No,
somebody Kel Harris said I'm usually watching F&F at this time. What was that, Fresh and Fit?
I don't know the difference.
Well, either way, we
I thought it was F Bitcoin Fridays. I don't know.
I don't know what that means, but if it's Fresh and Fit, well, then this is a better way to spend your Fridays.
There you go.
And Gentlemen of Crypto. Get some real information, make some money.
There it
is.
Yeah. Mal, how do we feel about Decentraland? Man, I just loaded up around 50 cents. Think it's a good long-term hold. A lot of people do virtual, the metaverse, virtual worlds, land, real estate. People are starting to build it. Yeah. Companies are starting to build it. I know Bitcoin's able to elaborate, but what I will say in the short term, it's going to be one of those things, 80%, 20% of the time, as we just said. With Mana, it's a good long-term hold if you're really diversifying crypto. Excuse me, when you're ready, like, I just bought some Mana, I'm not thinking about it, whatever, is just here. Because if not, if you do want to play around with it, that is another bag that could, to me, this is what I say. Today, actually, I moved some Mana, right? I got rid of it. Not saying I'm going to stay out of it. Definitely will go back. But I just saw some other bags where with altcoins, I was like, it's been sitting there. It's going on again. I got it super early too, so it's not even like one of those things. But it was just like as a trader, if I'm thinking with my trading hat, I don't want to just sit there right now. What's going on in Decentraland that's really popping? Like unless you're on top of it and you're in a community, you know, like no, 3 weeks. Like it might be Mall of America might start a mall there. It's one of those things. I get it, but right now, again, this is the key thing. When Bitcoin is pumping, or when other altcoins are pumping, like is your altcoin the best place to hold your money? If it's a buy and hold, a long-term hold, then fine, forget it. This conversation doesn't matter. If you're trying to trade and do all that, then is it the best place to park it? But what are your thoughts on Metaverse and Decentraland?
Oh yeah, I think Metaverse, as far as digital real estate, will be worth more than physical real estate at some point, simply because you cannot stop how much real estate is available. You can limit it based on scarcity and, of course, getting in early. Now, what I will say is, you've chosen a metaverse, meaning you chose Decentraland as your long-term metaverse that everybody's going to use. That's a problem because if other ones pop up and other ones become more popular, your tokens, your Mana tokens can become basically not valuable at some point. So if you choose them, if you go all in with Mana, that's on you. But I think that Decentraland, crypto voxels, sandbox, all of these different metaverses will take off. Now, crypto being involved with it, that's just the start. I think what we're looking at now is like Windows 95. Like it's so super early. You look at the metaverse now, nobody's in there, nobody's using it. But when you think about the overhead costs that are associated with most meetups, with concerts, with anything that goes on in the real world, you take that away in the metaverse and people can meet up, take that cost away. You can have NFTs there, you can have people purchase things. It's amazing. So I will say, man, that's great if you choose Decentraland long term. But you probably want to diversify because I think the metaverse will have a lot of sponsors from different corporations. If you get enough eyes on it, and anybody that has a metaverse, digital real estate, if you buy a parcel long term, you'll probably get some sponsors, some big name sponsors. You just want to hold, and it's going to take a little while. But digital real estate to me is more valuable than physical real estate.
Jason Catlin said, "Cheers, Zay, joining you on this round. Love this new evening show. You guys wake up too early for me anymore." Listen, I know it's crazy. Stack McChange said, semi-lying, talking about semi-mumbly. Hilarious. Heavy Productions. Actually, you know what? I would love to because I think he'd be open to the thoughts of cryptocurrency. But would we do a live with Kwame Brown, informing more people about the space? Yeah, set it up. Yeah. We always tell people,
my boy Kwame,
hey, mama's cooking. All right.
So mama's cooking.
Whenever you got a Kwame Brown shirt, so I think I ordered one. I
already bought his merch.
Yeah,
big fan.
But by and large, yeah, Kwame definitely. So a lot, and I've seen the emails. People again, as far as we do got Nappy Ways. Shout out to Nappy Ways. He's handling all the interviews right now, as far as scheduling interviews and getting us interview people. So we do have a lot more guests coming. And then again, this is going to be the premier spot where we're going to have a lot of guests interviewing on this whatever his new show name is when we come up with it.
Somebody said crypto and drinks.
We're getting there. We'll see. It's kind of. But
I wanted to name it Friday Night Fights. I want to bring people on.
You've been saying that.
I've been saying that for years. I just want to bring people on to argue. But again, that could just be a segment because again, it may not. Be
I'm with it. Let's do it for
Bitcoin. Hey, JM, if you watch it, come on. We're gonna bring Reggie. Y'all come on here. Y'all can argue it out. Richard, you come on. You can argue with Reggie. Ethereum maxis or Bitcoin maxis.
Somebody said Star and Buck. Wow.
Yeah, Cardano versus Safe Moon. Whoever wants to argue, that's what I want to get going because I'm tired of people typing so much. Come on, show your face, say what you got to say, articulate your point, and we can all get it out. Because honestly, at the end of the day, we all in this together. We all need each other.
Exactly. We all learn.
So we might as well get the arguing out online, have fun, laugh at it, pop some popcorn Friday night, and then move on. Because the big boss is the Federal Reserve and the banking and financial industry we're in now. So our arguing, hey, we men and women, if you got to get something off your chest, come
get
on,
it off. Get it virtual. Get it virtual.
That's what I want to do Friday nights. Let's get it off. Have a couple drinks, come in and cuss out somebody from Cuba if you don't like them.
Your coin, your project, and your mom. Wait, whoa, wait, why you go to the last part? So no, I was gonna say a couple things for everyone who always asks, hey, why don't you guys do shows? These people. Or as I just said, again, shout out everybody, like you guys remind me of this. I'm all for it. I'm happy to remind you all of everybody, but at the end of the day, it's King and Bitcoin's there. Like I always been me, he always been him. Like, hey, this is sauce over here. Ain't stealing nobody's style, ain't no jocking the styles happening. If anything, these people, we remind you of them. They just been out publicly before us. But I feel it. Hey, shout out to some of these people, but hey, nah. Listen,
we actually have a good life.
Listen, yeah, this shit turned for real. Yeah. So I can't agree with that. No, it's like, but for real. Jake Fevers, it is what it is. No, for real. But for real, don't compare me to these people. Yeah, no. Listen, these people, the antics they pull online tells me everything I need to know about it. This is that simple. Jake Fever, question. And then as far as really quick before we get to that, people are like, hey, partner this, partner. So here's the two things. First, as far as like partnering and reaching out to people, if they're not in the crypto space, it's kind of odd to do it already because the last thing I want is like to be welcome on somebody's show. And they're like, hey, can we come on yours? We're like, we don't talk about crypto. So no. They're like, well, we gotta talk about bathroom sinks. And I can incorporate crypto. And it's like, our audience is too smart. They're gonna see you talking about bathroom sinks for 30 minutes and talking about crypto for 2. Yeah. So for one, it's hard to like do this whole, let's go on your show because it's like, we won't be able to offer it back. It's almost being used in it. And then the second thing, like, again, set it up. Feel free to set it up. People, some of these past, like almost half of our past interviews, other people set up. We didn't set it up. Like, again, I'm not chasing people around. I'm not chasing people around.
I'm not gonna like people that much. So
exactly.
Talking to you is a privilege,
but I would love to interact and talk to people, interview people, especially ones you all want to see, which I'm sure we both can learn stuff from. But it's also one of those things. Hit them up, hit these people up, and be like, hey, you think this look good or whatever. And we'll build the pieces from there. But you gotta understand that's a full-time job too. People hitting up people all day trying to figure out who want to
shout out to Nappy Waves.
Yeah, shout out to Nappy Waves. That's to get that going, that's a job. So Jake Fever, question: why will some mine for fees after Bitcoin halving is very low? And fees are low because of Lightning and most sheep. Oh, why would some mine for fees after Bitcoin halving? Because it's still Bitcoin.
Yeah.
At the end, it's still Bitcoin.
I think the price increase, people don't realize.
Yeah, they don't understand how aggressive it's going to be.
Because when you were in early, I remember back in the day, somebody was like, yeah, send me 0.01 Bitcoin. You were like, that's $50. That's some bullshit. Like, no, that's $5. Sorry. That's some bullshit. What's $0.1 today? 470. So I don't think people realize the price appreciation of most of these coins when it happens. You be thinking to yourself, like, who cares about this little bit of whatever? Who cares about this little bit of it? And then you're gonna look back and be like, God, that was $1,000 that I just gave away. Yeah, because we're giving away.
We've given away a lot of Bitcoin. Yeah.
So I try and encourage people to understand that you don't understand where Bitcoin is going in price if you don't understand the basic economics, which you can get the masterclass and figure that out, the history of money. When you understand how scarce it is combined with how many people there really are, the price itself, you look at it, it's like, yeah, I can't afford to give away any sats. So yeah, you'll see it over time. Some people just need, they need to see a bull market, a full bull market, and a full bear market, and then they'll understand where we're coming from, honestly.
Okay, let's see. There we go. Oh, I'm still semi-far on these comments. All right, it's 7:17. We'll do about 5 to 7 more, about 5 to 10 more minutes of Q&A, so about 7:25, and then we'll go to the coin of the week. The best place to buy Digibyte, you can actually like swap into it on many wallets, but if you don't want to swap into it on wallets, I know like Upload has it, and a couple other exchanges. But so for stuff like that, when you want to know where to buy stuff, let's go. Shout out to Ali Pio too. Shout out to Ali Pio from Wisconsin.
What up, brother?
Yeah, just make sure you literally Google stuff like that. Or I know the Hexicans love this place. go to CoinMarketCap. I'm using them because I know for sure, but go to CoinMarketCap on that coin. Let's say you go to Digibyte. When you go to like read more or where to buy and all that, on CoinMarketCap, they usually have where you can buy this coin, where you can trade it. But again, if you can't find it, Google it. Which wallets hold this? How to buy this? Or go to the actual project website. Go to the Digibyte website. They should have it as well. How does the IRS deal with Uniswap? Kindness matters. They still don't know as well.
They don't know.
Track to PFC Wells. Gang. Everybody can get taxed, B. I know the energy of that statement. Everybody here can get taxed, B. That's IRS walking around. Somebody said, you said something? Oh, because I'll tax your ass. You said, oh, okay, I'll tax you more the way you was looking. Hey, listen, all right. Let's see, question. I believe if you are broke as F and don't give a care, go all in and get out at 90K and save for the dip and go all in on alts for profits. I mean, that's one thing. This way I look at working out sometimes. Yes or no? I get what you're saying. You can still split it in half. Y'all can go 50-50. But I look at it like with exercise. Let's say I have a crappy workout or I just get up and do some light workout. Let's say I do 20 minutes of burpees or push-ups, and it's not even that great, right? I tell myself it's still 20 minutes more than what I did yesterday, or it's 20 minutes more than what I would have done. So yes, whether you're just dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, or you're saying I don't have anything to lose, I'm not buying Bitcoin, I'm just going to throw my extra $100 a week into altcoins to see what happens. Either way it goes, Bitcoin or altcoins, you're still doing more than what you would have otherwise. So it's not a bad thing, but again, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be one or the other. Go 50. If you only got $5 a week, put $2.50 into Bitcoin, put the other $2.50 into your altcoin of choice type of deal, right? Let's see. Same thing, Art Doss Jr., best place to buy and hold VeChain. Google that again as well. Check that out. Let's see. I need artist Jane Jones said I need it to be easier button to pay the crypto. Okay, for sure. Post chain. Okay, yeah, we can't wait to see what happens when post chain comes out. Let's see. Oh, D Big, get out of it. Yeah, he put the little smiley face with his tongue out, talking about Hex is Bitcoin competitor. Y'all drinking that Richard Heart. It says Zay left that one out with a smiley face.
Drinking that Richard Heart juice.
Drinking that Richard Heart juice. Clone Trooper Walter, thank you. Said I was already searching for the join button. Right, we don't got it set up yet. Is Come Rocket going to be compatible with NFTs? What is you? Oh my goodness, Nappy Ways, you're a fool. Is Come Rocket going to be compatible with NFTs?
Yeah, NFTs will stand alone, and we will be our own blockchain. Yeah, because I'm not using none of these other weak ones with too high gas fees.
Okay. Let's see what else we have. All right, last few questions. I'm scrolling. I thought it was the last few questions. Damn, every time I try to scroll down the chat, it's going higher and higher. Crypto Warriors are in the house represented. Looks like we're 177 people in, 180 in now.
We got more likes than people in.
Right, with 214
people
likes.
liking us and leaving. They're
right.
Like, hey, we like you, but I got shit to do tonight.
All right.
It's Friday.
Appreciate that. Robert Lucci said you guys are great. Let's see. Caleb said, wow, people making big money in crypto without a tangible project. Thoughts on Shiba? Shiba is the new Dogecoin and Digibyte. So take that what you will. But listen, here's the thing. Is it going to probably pump? Yes, it's literally the new Dogecoin and Digibyte. And you're going to do the same thing Dogecoin and Digibyte did. All the people who became millionaires and Lambos of Doge. And if you bought the masterclass, if you actually bought the masterclass, you all got to see some of my Doge wallet this year. Yeah. For everybody who kept claiming we weren't in Doge or we didn't know we were talking about Doge, I probably made more money than most of y'all out there on Dogecoin already this year. But we showed that.
I gave to the Jamaican bobsled team. Look that up.
People, if you bought the match for anybody,
that's how early we all was. Like, come on, bro. Jackson Palmer is like not a close friend, but I've talked to him plenty of times.
For anybody who's bought the masterclass, just say true or false when it comes to the Dogecoin. I showed. I think it was in Wallets and Exchanges. I showed the Dogecoin thing. Just put true or false there. But yeah. So we showed some Dogecoin. But my point is. What is it? Oh, Shiba. When it comes to Shiba, it's going to be the same thing as Dogecoin. Dogecoin became super popular last year, this year. But how many years did that take, right? Like it's been out for at least, 3-4 years, something like that, 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So I think the same thing will happen with Shiba, same as Digibyte. Give Shiba another 3 to 5 years, as we just said, as every other project. Will it pump before then? Yes, but I'm talking about to its all-time highs and beyond, unless Bitcoin does something crazy. Give it its 3 to 5 years. It'll have its pumps between then. It might cross its threshold then. But when it's really going to be noticeable, will be in 3 to 5 years, more or less.
Shiba?
Yeah, I know.
Shiba's fucking garbage.
I made time for it.
Man, get out of here, man. Look at Shiba's chart. Look at this shit. Pump and
you know, coin market.
It's gonna be a fucking heartbeat monitor like Dogecoin.
Don't get me started.
Let's just look at the supply.
I had somebody call me.
394 big. First of all, it's not even the real number. What is this? 1 quadrillion? Oh, come on, man. 1 quadrillion. 1 billion. 1 trillion. 1 trillion. 1 quadrillion is the supply, bro. Please show the supply.
Yeah.
You're not making money off Shiba.
I did see that.
You caught it at the marketing stage of altcoins, which if you see it in the news, it's too late.
What is it? 1
quadrillion.
100 million.
That total supply is fucking garbage. Do not buy Shiba.
It is a quadrillion.
Please don't put your babies, the college fund on Shiba, think you're gonna make money. I mean, damn, Dogecoin will at least get you something. You know it's gonna pump at least once in the bull market. But damn, Shiba, we don't even know what that is. And a lot of people that made money off of it, cool. But how many was that? 100?
Listen,
100 people? Even if it was 1,000 people, that's still such a small number of people that made money off of it.
I know you're listening.
Don't chase that garbage.
I know you're listening. You know you owe me some money or a favor that I will get back. Just for that person. Somebody called me up. Oh, shit. I was like, bro, just to be a good friend, I low key,
out of Shiba,
just to be a good friend, I was like, listen, I was supported, but like, bro, you are tripping. And literally within 2 hours, I was like, do you understand? After that, I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah.
I know you're listening. I know you're listening.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to XRP Freak. The guy in the LA hat sounds like he has a computer developer background. True. Yes, worked IT for a law firm, majored in computer science, and built some smart contracts back in the day. Also some trading algorithms.
Hold on, I'm a certified internet webmaster for real while you get to talking. And I almost passed my Network Plus and A+ security, but I didn't care to go back and take it a second time because I was only using it for business. All right, we both got a little technical skills back here.
Exactly.
And I was like, I'm not gonna take another $300, $400 test if I don't really need it. I'm gonna get a certificate and use it. Let's say, thank you, BK Born Best IRAs. You get it. That man been up since 7 a.m. Keep throwing them back. King bless. Somebody said I look toasted.
Toasty
earlier, it got a little toasty, but no, it's also I need a nap, man. I've been up. I've never been back to sleep. And last night I went out to dinner and everything. So it's been a long 24, 48 hours.
It's always a long 24 hours.
It's always a long 40 hours. We do it for real. People we working and trying to enjoy life before COVID get us, right? All right, let's see what else is going on. All right, we're about to be at 7:30 here. It is going to stop this in a moment. What do we think about Stream? S1 Dubs. Only going to answer that because S1 Dubs. Streamer. You heard of Streamer or something?
Streamer, who's that?
I got to check it out. Jason said you guys say trader with that hard R. You talking about trader. At least we put that K at the end of ask.
All right, I'm trying to hear that. About is math, simple math. 98% of traders lose money over a 10-year span. That means there's a 2% success rate if you're thinking about doing this long term. But with Bitcoin, 100% of people who have bought Bitcoin have gained value over a 3.5-year period. So do you want a guaranteed win or do you want a maybe? That is your choice. That's all we're saying.
What do we think about the value of discrete log contracts?
All right, so discrete log contracts is like a silent, quote unquote, smart contract, all right? And I've heard of them before, but I want to give people who are watching who have never heard of discrete log contracts, I'm gonna give you the exact definition, all right? So developer Gert Jap Glasperkin, he describes it as invisible smart contracts, which I just said before. They're structured to look like standard multi-sig transactions on Bitcoin's blockchain. If you were searching for the transaction on the ledger, they would have no way of knowing it's a smart contract, or in the case of the example they put, the details of the bet. These smart contracts have been feasible since Bitcoin's inception, but because of the change in the algorithm ECDSA, which is the algorithm that's used, and the cryptographic signatures, has brought them from theory to application. So what I think about them is a great leap forward for DLCs, which is going to be the new acronym, DLCs to leap forward so that you can have smart contracts that are discrete, as well as quote unquote invisible on the blockchain. So you can execute smart contracts without it being on the blockchain, or you can view it if you choose. So I actually like them long term. And again, if you think other projects, they look at Bitcoin like it's too slow, it doesn't have any innovation. We got discrete log contracts, we got Taproot being upgraded, and we still have Bitcoin improvement proposals coming in every day. So that is one of them. So I'm glad to see him long term. So shout out to DLCs. That is a new term. We'll probably be seeing on the show soon.
All right. I'm mad. I actually had to go back and watch this to catch your entire explanation because I was reading the comments. But people, this is what I'm talking about. And like, boom. So listen, who like keep it real, really quick in the comments. Just say I did or I didn't. But who already knew about what was this called? I'm scrolling up to get the name again.
Discrete log contract.
Who knew about discrete?
Read every day. Like when people ask this question, I'm like, you don't understand. We read every day, hours.
Listen,
every day.
Right now there is 190 people here. Who knew about discrete log contracts? Like, just keep it real. Who knew about? So that's the thing when people like, oh, you can find this online for free. Oh, da da da. It's like, okay, really? So you knew to look for discrete log contracts. You knew that was going to be a buzzword coming up in the future because your free online resource taught you all this. Yeah, in about 6 to 8 hours a day, like get it. We do our own research. We know how long it takes. Whenever I'm late for stuff, i.e. the last couple of days, we give you this email, da da da. It's because I start going down rabbit holes. I have to learn new things, whether it's learning a new CRM platform or learning something new in crypto. And then it's just like, well, all right, I learned about discrete logs, but then you got to learn about this part of it. Oh, did you know about this code? Because now you have to look, you have to learn how to verify the research. You have to learn how to verify what you're reading is true. You got to go even more digging. So it's one of those things I have to ask, I did or I didn't. Did you already know about discrete logs?
Shout out to people that did. Shout out Mr. G, the recycling guy, Captain Mexico. The ones who didn't, hey, that's what we talk about this industry, literally, day to day. The reason we
changing.
The reason we have this much information is because we have to read every day. If you miss a few weeks,
if you miss 2 weeks,
you miss out on some important shit. And there might be some upgrades you don't know about. I mean, you can go back and learn about it, but honestly, I tell people all the time, we're on here every day for a reason. And that's why we are what we are right now as far as the Daily Show.
You Hexicans are hilarious. D Big, no, we are not talking in code for the most part on these behind the scenes stuff. Talking about we're signaling about Hex drinking that dude's Hex beer, read between the lines. Ain't no signaling going on. Let's give James a shout out. He called it early on our show.
Y'all talking about our odds being low. It's because of research.
Right.
We up all night research.
Let's
every
see.
Day.
What's going on? Nappy Ways. I have to say, as long as the country is in shutdown, please keep this crypto and drinks format on Friday. Thanks for keeping it fresh. For sure. I will say also, speaking of crypto and drink, people, literally I was at a restaurant, was it yesterday? Last night? Yeah, it was last night. I think it was last night. Yeah. Last night, go to a lounge, try to get a drink, try to pay with cash. The guy, verbatim, I have to check with my manager to see if we accept it. I said, what? He was like, no. He was like, yeah, I'm sorry, we don't accept cash. Sometimes the manager makes exceptions. You know, this is Hollywood. You know how it go. I was like, it's not even that big of a deal. But if that wasn't the biggest buy signal, I'm like, hey, I'm about to put this back in the ATM and let's go ahead and swap this over to Cash App and give me these $30 of Bitcoin because it's happening right in front of us. I was told in America, and it's not the first time, it's happened all throughout COVID, but I am being told I cannot use my cash. That is very scary. That's very scary. So, yep, looking at the last couple of comments before we jump to the coin of the week. Let's see. Yep, Jeffrey Hunter saying the same thing about Mana. Did an AX on it, then did an AX on their investment, start trading. Exactly. Here's the thing, like, is it cool to ride a project from like less than a penny all the way to $100+? Super cool. But also, like, I would go as far as to say there isn't any. There is not one project out there, with the exception of Bitcoin, because it's first, that has pumps or has had pumps when literally nothing else is pumping, period. And not that day. I mean, like that month, that year, like really, this was the only one that went. It's very rare to see that. So it's okay. Like, if you get it 8 times, like, you did your job with that project. If you want to squeeze more out, squeeze more out.
It's not regular.
But yeah, it's not regular. Like, feel free to cash in and diversify. Right.
You do realize there are some hedge fund managers, if they reported an 8X, they would be promoted to CEO. You're making way more money than them.
He said that's true. Like,
you're doing just fine.
To put it in even more perspective, again, we keep talking about, brought up, shout out to Jams. Jams said Hex at 4 cents. Is that 20 cents? If you got into Hex at 4 cents when Jams said it,
5X.
You 5X. Can you put more back in and go for the dollar or whatever? Yes. And with this community right now, is that 20 cents and the Bitcoin pump hasn't happened again, it looks good to go that direction, barring that nothing happens with some of the bigger wallets in the project. But if it were to go in that direction, again, like, this is like, look at it as a new trade. Look at it as a brand new trade. Take the money off the table and restart. Now maybe you started off with $500, $200, $1,000, $10,000, whatever. And now you have 50,000, 400, 6,000, whatever. Take all that off the table and look at everything brand new again. Look at the entire market brand new again and say, okay, is my money best with Hex right now at 20 cents, trying to get it to $1, or is it better with Stellar or Ripple, whatever it is? Look at it like that. You don't have to be married to these projects.
Yeah, get out your feelings, man.
Yeah.
It'll be all good.
Frederick, thank you. I got 5 Salvadorians who work with me. They are fully investing in Bitcoin now, planning on moving back to El Salvador. And the next bull run, I may need that dual citizenship for sure.
Bitcoin Beach, you already know.
All right, finally caught up with these comments. Let's see, you guys. Just scroll down. Jake Fever, appreciate this. Bro, read this. I do the same shit. I read, give info, nobody listens, then you have to repeat. I know, it's crazy. It is crazy. Carmelo said, y'all turn me into the same thing. Rabbit hole surfer. Got to verify the verification. Sheesh. That's the thing. Just because somebody says it in here, like, all right, I want to see the report. I want to see what region of people did you interview? Where did you do this homework? Like, especially when it comes to crypto. And really quick, before we get started on the coin of the week, we mentioned this before, going to start beating this in your head. I will actually give props to Ryan Sean Adams from Bankless. I saw this one of his newsletters, but he was the first one I saw bring up the ideal of your wallet being your resume in this digital future. And he's saying, hey, as cryptocurrency does begin to take over, as blockchain and fintech jobs do become more popular, how are you going to show you know what you're doing? And that article basically suggested that, hey, while it's your privacy, you don't have to. One way of doing it is to literally show your wallet, like to show your MetaMask wallet. Like, see, I've been on this DeFi protocol, I made money doing this, I made money doing that, I lost money doing this. And it literally is an entire resume of what you've done in space. So first I would say, be on the lookout for that. If you haven't already, start building up your wallets, build up multiple wallets, because the second bag might be, let's say that is the future. People want to see wallets or some proof that you've been in the space. Like, I want to see a transaction. Like right now, when people, I've been in Bitcoin for whatever. All right, so if I say, let me see a transaction from 2016, can you pull up a receipt? Like, yes or no? Like, it's that simple. But when these people start hiring, organizations start hiring, if you can pull up those receipts, it'll be in your best interest. And then that might actually become a business too. You're like, hey, I can sell you a wallet. I'm gonna empty it out, but you can have this wallet and this private keys to show this new employer that you know how to do the X, Y, and Z, you've done it. So might be a side business and something to look at as well.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Tiffany who commented here a few times telling us that she hates niggers, which is amazing because we ain't going nowhere. So you might as well move out the country if you hate us, baby. And why are you on our live stream? Do as Master tells you. I don't have a Master Tiffany, Neo, or whoever is
we need the internet
who's chatting right now. That's hilarious. But again, you're gonna become better than that. Hey, sticks and stones don't break my bones. And I will smack a hacker. What is that? Go pick cotton slave. I love it, man. This is hilarious. This is what people will type. This is probably a teenager. Probably in like Switzerland or something. This is what teenagers.
That's the worst thing.
It might be. It might be an adult, but this is what people type whenever they try to get under your skin, which is hilarious because I'm too rich to give a shit about any of this. I hate niggas. Go pick cotton slave. Wow, that's the best you got. Oh man, I wish I could see this person in like in their face. We could just roast them. Look at this. Just let it ride. This is hilarious.
Jake Fever.
That's how we know we blowing up because we got
Jake Fever. Thank you for the tip. It said Hex 20 cent. Nobody cashing out. LOL. Weigh them gains. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. They said money in Hex is state. You are married. Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. I don't want to mispronounce this. Cat Lego, the dude. Thank you for the tip. One love. From I don't want to mess this up. Is that Zar? Zar? What's Zar? I haven't been there. You gotta pardon my ignorance. I want to see what country this is. Hold on. All right, what country is this? South African Rand. Oh, South Africa. Thank you. It's a South African Rand. One love from South Africa. Got that Tory Lanez NFT album. Thanks to you, gentlemen. Changed my life. Hey, that's what's up. That is what's up. Yes, Mr. G Recycling Guy, how you stack Bitcoin in the future will be your resume as well. So that's something to think about too. All right. Other than that, last few minutes, we're gonna talk about our coin of the week. Listen, Leroy, I was thinking the same thing. Like you mentioned the troll. I was like, bro, this is like Tuesday afternoon in Call of Duty, bro.
Call of Duty is
this is
10 times worse.
This is definitely Call of Duty.
You ever been called a porch monkey?
Hilarious,
man.
This is how you throw people off on Call of Duty, though.
If you want to be creative, use something we haven't heard.
No,
before.
this is what I do. You gotta start calling people racist. Like you gotta call them your own racist name. So I use the hard ER on people. When I say I be messing them up, they got. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought, boy. Hey, they don't know what to do. Like, what you talking about?
I mean,
what Dave Chappelle say? What Dave Chappelle said the best. He was like, boy, white people don't understand. Donald Trump's for me, not for you. He was like, he's for people with money, not for people without it. So,
oh man, you gotta go harder than that. I mean, moon cricket.
I never heard that one. Oh,
bottom of the shoe.
What? I've never heard of these. Are these real or are you making this up?
Midnight Boy.
You said bottom of the shoe?
You got to come up with something better than that. I actually did comedy. I can probably roast myself better than whoever this is roasting this.
This is hilarious.
But it is what it is. But love it.
Call
That's
in.
how you know. Like
in.
I said, keep working. Yeah, you got to call in, man. We don't respect it as much as call in. That's good.
All right, let's see. Everybody laughing, talking about, you know how Caleb said, you know how to do it. Listen, I be throwing people off, man. It's hilarious. No, I keep the day Activision decides to release my voice chats. Listen, that should be the new thing. Like how you go back to people's Twitter history. I'm going back to people's gaming history. Like, see, you ever been on online games? Let's see some of the things you said to other people. We're gonna gauge what type of human you are right here. Oh, what's going on, Todd? I had a chance to meet Todd. Shout out to Todd Goodman. He has an art studio out here in Los Angeles and Santa Monica. He's actually working on NFT. So Todd, when you get done with that NFT, let us know. I said I wanted to get Todd on the show for this. I'm not going to talk about it. It's one of his art pieces he's turned into NFT. When he's ready to launch it, we will. But he said when we bring in Zay to Blaze at the beach tomorrow, where are we going to be at tomorrow again?
We got the cookout tomorrow in Hollywood. Bitcoin and Black America 2 to 6 p.m. Addresses on Twitter and IG. Check both.
Addresses on Twitter and IG. I don't know what I was going to say. From 2 to 6 p.m. The cookout tomorrow. So if you can make that, Todd, we'll definitely link with you too. And Zay will smoke the peace pipe with you. Oh, yeah. Todd was like, hey, I ain't them Jewish jokes. He said he ain't trying to hear that no more. All right.
Everybody can get it. It's all good fun.
He said his debut on. He's like, hey man, you messing up the program right now. He wasn't expecting this curveball.
Hey man, if you can't laugh at yourself, brother, I can't help you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Todd said he got the peace pipe. Shout out to Todd.
Appreciate you, Todd.
Clone Trooper Walter. When we come to Las Vegas, hey, listen again. We are planning a Gentleman in Crypto tour. End of the year, beginning of next year. All right, so last 19 minutes, we're going to talk about coin of the week. Like I said, usually when we get to the coin of the week, we're probably going to save a full hour. The plan is for us to do our own little deep dive and talk about it for 15 minutes. For this coin, we want to do a super deep dive because you all know about it. We picked a popular coin. In the future, the plan is to do a deep dive on the coin and have someone from the project here to talk about it, or we'll just have another interview lined up, a fun interview, somebody popular you all definitely want to see. But for tonight, coin of the week is going to be Ethereum. Why? Because it looks like Ethereum is going through some shit right now.
Oh, man.
Again, first of all, let's talk about these fees. I just told you I got rid of some of that mana. It wasn't even a huge bet. It was literally because I was cleaning out an app. I had a little bit of crypto on the app, so I wanted to clean it out, get rid of the app, basically swap some things around, consolidate some things, But Ethereum, I noticed as I just made that mana transaction, the gas fee was crazy. I mean, granted, it's a Friday night, it's a high trading time, but even if I were to switch it to it's never low, because even if you go to the middle of the night, like they say, you gotta go to the middle of the night before 12 to 1 a.m. when the agent wakes up, or when the agent starts trading, because they're trading, the fee is just as high. So really it's like 10 to 12 on a Friday or something. On a Tuesday, you might have a low fee, but I just got done using it. The fees are crazy. And now also it's coming in that Ethereum's blockchain also just split into, again, this is why we keep saying, you talk about Cardano. This is speculative. Yeah. This is speculative. It still is. You don't know. You keep saying, what's going to do this, going to do that, or Charles did this and that. Ethereum has a huge team working on it. They have all the resources in the world, literally. They have the Russian president behind them. They have unlimited resources. They have a ton of developers. They have all eyes on like everything you want, community, and they're going through issues. But you mean to tell me whoever's project out there that's brand new, a year or two old, or that's doesn't even have a product yet, it's going to be the future. Like, if it were that easy, it'd be that easy. But what's going on with Ethereum's blockchain? It just split in two. This isn't good news. What's going on with Ethereum?
Yeah, this is not good news as Ethereum faces a chain split because the node operators failed to update the Geth hotfix. Now, Geth, G-E-T-H.
Chain split too. Chain split as well.
Absolutely. Yep. The GETH hotfix is an upgrade. So if you have a node, if you upgrade it for this hotfix, that means it will fix the bug that allows people to exploit different things in Ethereum. So there is a chain split because there's 54% of the node operators, they failed to update on this actual hotfix, essentially 51%ing themselves, which again, I don't want to say that Ethereum has failed at this point, but when you have the first split off because of a hack, Ethereum Classic comes about, and then you have this happen to you where your nodes don't even update to the new software to fix a bug that somebody else can exploit. That's a problem. And if we look more into the story, the emergency hotfix, it was a hotfix to a security vulnerability in its code that would have prevented certain users from producing blocks. So the Go Ethereum team, which is Geth that we described before, they disclosed this vulnerability on August 18th. They said they released a patch, but did not specify the exact nature of the vulnerability. And they tweeted from there. Now, all you need to know is at this point that Ethereum is centralized at this point. If it's that little bit of validators that can mess up 54%, which at this point is what, 21 real validators that somebody has stated, that kind of sucks for Ethereum at this point because if 54% of them will not upgrade to this new security and the hotfix is there will be problems. So luckily, I will say, shout out to Dennis Porter. He's tweeting about it today. Luckily, they are using proof of work protocol so that they can reorganize that blockchain to get it back on track. If it was proof of stake, there would be no way to take away the governance of people with more Ethereum. So as they move to Ethereum 2.0, this might actually be a big problem because they're like, well, if this had happened on proof of stake, we wouldn't have any way to recover what happened before. So you just want to be careful there and not trying to dunk on the Ethereum people, but we told you. There's going to be issues whenever there's a protocol that it has not been as audited, as tested, as pushed back against as Bitcoin. It just is what it is. You have a centralized authority. You're a company. Most of your projects are built on AWS. You have a pre-mine. You have a lot of things.
So are you saying Ethereum Classic is the real Ethereum?
Technically, yes. But the longest chain wins. And if Ethereum has that longest chain, that's what it is. But a massive bug for 54% of the nodes away from the main chain, not a good look. And going through a lot of what Ethereum has to do for the future, yes, technology scales. Yes, they can overcome this and Ethereum could be 10K, 20K, 100K one day. But you have to realize that it could also not be there and it could not be in the top 10 as other coins that we've seen before. So just want to be careful out there after this news.
Yeah, and again, we're looking at this. I mean, it's a lot going on with Ethereum. To be fair, Ethereum is a suite of products, essentially. Like, it's a ton of things going on. It's being built all at one time, trying to scale all at once. So it's just so much going on, and the opportunity for mistakes. There's just so many. There's so many ways something can go wrong, right? And it will. That doesn't mean it won't come through it, but also is to remind again those new projects, unless they have like half of the core Ethereum developers leave and start a new project, the newer projects are going to essentially be starting from scratch. Or I won't say starting from scratch, they'll have some of the technology, some things are open source, but they won't have faced the problems that they're going to face. Now, specifically looking at Ethereum as a project, as you can see here, for those who are brand new to crypto Friday night, oh, what's this YouTube? A lot of people here in the chat. Our chat is lit, by the way. Crypto Warriors, shout out to you all. You guys are really lighting this chat up. Like, seriously, I've only seen a couple other chats and some channels that are pretty good right now. And this is a good chat box. Like, and to keep it real, we always tell people when they're like, you guys aren't that good, or I can find, we're like, you don't have to look, go to our chat box. There's some people with some warriors in our chat box who've been here.
Same thing.
Simon Family and Ventures. I think they were in crypto in 2012, 2013. Like, it's crypto warriors who have been in crypto before us. Some are more knowledgeable than us in certain areas. So I mean, definitely use this chat to the advantage, especially for some of the warriors. who's decided to throw another flag around their ankle and they joined another project gang. They're not just with the Warriors, they got other gangs going on. But again, Ethereum isn't just for digital money. Anything you can own can be represented, traded, and put to use as an NFT, of course, non-fungible token. You can tokenize your art, get royalties. So that's just talking about the assets. Oh, excuse me, I was looking for what is Ethereum? Ethereum is a technology that's home to digital money, global payments, and applications. The community has built a booming digital economy, bold new ways for creators to earn online, and so much more. It's open to everyone, wherever you are in the world. All you need is the internet. So, of course, that's Ethereum. I'm going to go ahead and go over to CoinMarketCap, check out tokenomics. Again, most of you already know about Ethereum, but hey, some people are new, so we're not going to shortchange
Let me ask you this. If you read that before you knew what Ethereum was,
it would not have explained it. No,
exactly.
I know.
No.
I didn't say it out loud.
A bunch of fucking words.
Listen, I didn't say it out loud in my head. I'm gonna do it because it was perfect. Like, just looking at their website, it's PR and marketing all over. Like, it's pretty, it's nice, it's Ethereum is friendly, it's safe, it's comfortable. That's what I'm seeing from that site. So I get it. But you're right. As I read it out loud, actually when I read it to myself, I kind of chuckled because I was like, oh, y'all know y'all funny.
Oh yeah.
But at least they got a product, at least they working. But yeah, here's the thing. And it's a double-edged sword. I get it. For mass adoption, you have to make it pretty and reel people in. But also, once you get into crypto, I'm sure everybody in chat can attest to this. Like, once you're in these projects, you don't care about how pretty things are. You don't care about what they say. You like, does it work? Tell me, like, straight up in layman terms. Don't try to confuse me. Don't use buzzwords. Tell me what it is and what it does. 2 sentences. And whenever I do not see that, it is a red flag. The Bitcoin white paper very early on was like, hey, this is what the Bitcoin project is. This is what Hopes accomplishes. This is why it's doing it. This is how it's done. It was like just 8 pages straight to the point. So I'm with you. That's funny you called it. I was gonna let it go on the real. I did see it too. I was like,
I'm just saying, when you read through it, it's like, if this just came out, I would look at that and be like, nah, I'm good. Like, it only because it preceded the other projects is that I look at the other ones like, yeah, I'm good. But as you can see now, they're having problems. I don't want it to die or go away. Again, I'd rather crypto be around than what we currently have. But come on, man. The writing's on the wall. It's too many red flags for me.
Yeah. It looks like we're approaching the all-time high as well. All-time high was 39, 4,200. I think we got 4,100 on some exchanges. Yeah. So we are close to it. And again, by and large, we should. I think it will scale. I think they will fix some issues, hopefully. But again, as you're seeing, even Ethereum is having issues. Like, even Ethereum is having issues. So something to consider. But when you do look at the log chart, I mean, considerably the price has continued to go up throughout the years. But again, you go down to Ethereum, and this is what we mean, people. They say, hey, where can I find this coin? Again, you can go on different coins here. If you want to know where to buy it, the top exchange for trading in Ethereum are currently Binance, OKX. So when people say, hey, where can I buy a coin? Where can I swap it? You can go to the CoinMarketCap, or you can go to the Google and find out, or you can go to the project website. Again, we talk about what is Ethereum. It's supposed to be decentralized, open source. The founders of it, again, Vitalik Buterin, 17 years old. You got Gavin Wood working on it. Charles Hoskinson, look at that.
Yeah. Your man with Cardano, he created the same thing, but just copied and pasted it to something else.
And with less developers and resources. So again, this is where you can go find out. We all know what Ethereum for the most part is. It's trying to literally become the new Internet of Things, as Bitcoin has for the most part have. But I don't know, when it comes to, let's see, what are some of your questions on Ethereum, folks? You know, we picked a broad one today for a reason. We got about 9 minutes left. So go ahead and throw some Ethereum questions if you had. I guess we'll answer it. What are your thoughts, though?
Well, right now, I just saw some XRP free. Well, the winning smart contract platform could be a second layer solution like Factom attached to Bitcoin. No. Factom's dead in the water, I think. Factom may come around with something else in the future, but I think it's dead in the water. But the premise is correct. Second layer is there. That's what Lightning Network is for. That's what Bitcoin smart contracts on RSK are for. Bitcoin already has all this stuff. It just moves slower than some of the other protocols because security is number one. Not how fast you can develop it, is can we secure it? That's why the side exchanges like Liquid, like Blockstream, like whatever else, like with RSK, when you build smart contracts, their own stable coin. That's the reason why it's there, is because of security. So when you say that, yes, there could be a second layer solution because there already is on Bitcoin. Now, other protocols, they're going to have to prove why is the base layer more secure than Bitcoin. You can't. So then why would I use a second layer? So that's what the problem is going to occur at some point. Other places may say they're faster, have more smart contract blah, 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 interoperability, but security is number one. Who cares if it's interoperable if I can just steal your shit? Because
Hilarious.
DeFi has made a lot of people money, and then they stole $1 billion worth of it last year. So
I think if you steal from Ethereum, though, not a tap on the shoulder or a knock at the door. It's Putin is taking that person.
But think about it like this: they think about hackers that steal this crypto as, hey, I want to steal it to sell it to make more money. No, that's little kid shit. Imagine when the big hackers come through and say, no, I'm like the Joker. I just want to see the world burn. What if I'm just stealing and I'm never going to use these coins again? So
I'm gonna throw it in the dumpster.
Exactly. It's on some hard drive that I threw in the dumpster. I'm never going to see it again. So yeah, those coins are never moving. Nothing to track. What happens then? And that's the only problem I tell people. With Bitcoin, it would just make it more scary. With other protocols, it would actually make it more scary because people would say, hey, people are actually hacking every protocol that comes out. How many audits do you have? Are you on a DeFi protocol? Are you on? All that stuff can come about. So we're just trying to make sure we warn people about that because, again, all this stuff matters. It doesn't matter how much you make if you can get your shit too.
Right, yeah, that's true. Some random internet user, the one tax I never mind paying is the gem in the crypto-like tax. We appreciate you for sure. Top Networkers Group. I've been watching the Gen since 2017. Thank you. Gervais, right. I kind of agree it's too big to fail. It is, unless it gets like, if they get smack, they be in some trouble. But for the most part, I think it's too big to fail too. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's actually a lot of people that's anti-Ethereum here. That caught me off guard. I wasn't sure. All right, yeah, I guess that's why Mr. Too Real said gas fees broke his folks out the game. So I think that's what it is. Like I said, today's gas fee, I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't exchanging enough crypto for the fee to be as high as it was. It was like, let's put it, today's fee was like almost 17% of what I was swapping. So that was pretty crazy. Like it was pretty high today. I was like, whoa, what is this number? So yeah. Let's see. Mr. G, the recycling guy, said, I know a guy who almost burned the whole Ethereum and gas rate. I mean, you're looking at him right now. Like,
yeah, you look at two of them.
Yeah, like definitely. Like, I'm
just to do tutorials. Like that.
For real. Yeah, actually, for real. I would like to know how much gas we burned to create the class when we were doing stuff. So that's actually true. It looks like we got 5 more minutes left. So I'm going to answer these last few comments as they come in. Let's see. Sergeant Crypto, thank you for the tip. You can yield farm on Bitcoin. People need to do your own research and get in early. Let's see. Top Networkers Group. I can't say this with a straight face. Here, let me put the chat this way. I keep looking down. Let me look toward the camera. There we go. I hear that's what's taking Cardano so long. They want to get it all right all the way. So when it adds smart contracts and DeFi, it won't slow down. What I heard, at least. Yeah, you know how it is. You know what's up.
Come on, bro. Like I said, they can stretch that out for 7-8 years. And let's say speculation wise, let's say Cardano goes to $20, $100. Let's just push it all the way out there. If they still don't have a product, they can speculate for years. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hilarious.
All you do is say it's being built, it's on the way. We want it to be perfect. We don't want any mistakes. Yeah. All right.
Alex Saunders wreck Patreons. Don't be wrecked, buy and stake Hex. Hey, appreciate it. Nappy Ways. Can you explain the connection between Ethereum requiring Amazon?
No.
Requiring?
Well, you talking about Amazon Web Services. I'm sorry. I was thinking about it the wrong way. Yeah, AWS. Because if you look at blockchains, outside of Bitcoin, the only use case for blockchains that has been proven.
And AWS go down.
AWS is actually faster. Because blockchain is nothing but a slow database. AWS is actually a faster database with more things that you can do with it, more intuitive, better use case. 60% of Ethereum projects are built on AWS, actually. So when you talk about blockchains and you talk about it being better, it's like, yeah, kind of, but not really. The only blockchain that's proven itself has been Bitcoin, because blockchain being used to verify transactions is different than transacting or verifying different data or whatever, messages or whatever. Don't really need that. We already have that. We have social media apps. We have blockchain or things that are outside of the blockchain. So good luck figuring that out, but there are some that are trying. So good luck.
There it is. All right. It's about 7:57. We got about 3 more minutes. I don't know why my voice keeps cracking. It keeps cracking. It cracked on me. Like my boy's like, look, either you shut it down or I shut it down. It's up to you. Yeah. All right. Tessa, what's going on? Tessa said, what we doing this late night? talking that crypto news. So announcements, last minute announcements again. This will be the new show. It will be semi-monthly.
It'll be bi-daily.
It'll be tri-daily. Yeah, so it'll be bi-weekly.
Quad-weekly.
Probably this first two, again, we'll do complimentary. This first one we're just really putting together. We don't have a name. The second one we'll probably have somebody set up for an interview. Let's see, Bitcoin Day tomorrow, Bitcoin Black America. Book tour meetup is in Hollywood. He tweeted out that address from 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific time. September 5th, we'll be having that first Q&A for everyone who bought the masterclass. Any version, we'll be inviting you in. We're probably gonna try to do a big Zoom, so if you want to video in or chat or whatever, feel free for that. Also, what do we have coming up? All types of stuff. Just be on the lookout. We have all types of stuff coming out. We just released our first newsletter. So check out that newsletter. Again, thank you for our sponsorship and partner with Crypto Vantage. You can I don't know what I'm saying. You can sign up on their free newsletter at info.cryptovantage.com, info.cryptovantage.com/gentleman tech crypto. Sign up for that free newsletter. They just actually put out a newsletter yesterday. And they'll be doing a crypto giveaway in the next month that we can't really go into detail yet, but you definitely want to be signed up. So yeah, other than that, I think that's it. That's all the announcements. Oh, and then check out the website. Seriously, by Sunday, the website will be updated with the photos from the meetup as well. As I said, we just showed you some of those, but the photos came out great. So shout out to everyone who made the meetup. Ali Pio again came up from Wisconsin. We had folks coming out from Seattle. So thank you all for coming from Seattle, Washington in the house, Arizona, Phoenix. We appreciate that as well. And again, this will be our once every 2 week show, bi-weekly.
Quad monthly.
We will turn on the membership thing to it probably in a couple weeks. And of course, it's not going to be nothing crazy, but we're going to be talking altcoins and doing this deep dive and stuff. We got to be compensated. We do it 24/7. All right. It is what it is. Other than that, make sure you smash that like and share, because after the next one of these, you will only be seeing clips out live of this. We won't have the whole show. Other than that, check